So he's look, for example, like in like let's say you are an engineer, and let's say that the company you work for, the company wants to build a bridge in this building or something like that. So they ask different companies to give like contract. They want to give a contract to a company. So you just like say, for example, design something and then you design.
كمان ده أوديو.
Things you do. If you are are you an architect or
No, I'm just
an engineer? So you design something.
Yeah.
And then another company they design something and that. So your company sends you as a representative to give to produce what you have designed and try to convince the client to take your project. So that's in the same way God selects the best amongst his people, he entrusts them with a message and then send them to their people to kind of give that message to them. And the message is simple: worship none but me.
So why did God choose Muhammad?
Because Muhammad was the best amongst his equals at the
So
time.
you just said that God chose. Oh, Jesus was one of the prophets, right?
Yeah, Jesus was one of the prophets.
Then-
God chooses. Look, Jesus was a miraculous birth. So God chose someone. He wanted to show the people that I'm sending to you someone, and this someone is very special. He is someone he has no father. He was created just from a mother. And so he's already something special about him. He is, in his way, he is miraculous.
Do you know if God will pick another prophet in the future?
No prophet. The only prophet that will come in the future is Jesus, peace be upon him, in his second coming. That's the only. But he's not gonna come as a prophet with a new message. He's gonna come with the same message as before, to worship none but Allah.
And that's a very important point, because the messages that came previously, they became corrupted over time. And Islam has been completely preserved since the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was receiving the Quran from the angel Gabriel. This Quran has not changed one bit.
Other than it's translated.
Yeah. But if you look at it, it says the meaning of the Quran. We're not saying this is the Quran. So it's to help you understand it in the English language. It's the meaning of the Quran. So this has been preserved completely, 100%. And that's why we recite in Arabic in the prayer as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we recite as it was revealed from God to us.
The thing is, Muhammad, he came in 600 and something.
Yeah.
And then he was chosen as a prophet like 600 years after Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean,
And also, Moses was chosen before Jesus, and Abraham was chosen before Moses, and Noah was chosen before Abraham.
do you know if there's going to be another person being chosen as a prophet?
No,
But
like the Sheikh said, yeah, it's the time of new prophets is done, and because this is what Prophet Muhammad was mentioned as in the Quran. He was mentioned as Khatim al-Nabi. He was the seal of the prophets. So there's no prophets that are going to come after him, but Prophet Jesus is going to come later. He's going to come back in the second coming, because we don't believe he died. He was raised and he's going to come back.
Can I have a copy of this? I don't promise
Of
when
course.
I will finish
No,
reading.
this is a gift from us to you.
Thank
You
you.
take it. We want you to have it, read it, see what you think, and we invite you towards Islam. We want you to be a Muslim, because we believe it's the true path. It's the way that God has told us to follow. He's told us to follow this one.
How do I contact you guys?
We're here every Friday and Sunday. Otherwise, I can take your phone number and you can call us anytime.
No, it's okay. Do you have any
Yeah.
contact? Do you have any contact details?
Do you want to take my number?
Oh,
You can take my number.
do you
as
have a
well.
leaflet?
We have,
Because I don't actually live in London. I live in.
look, this one. This is a good one. So it's called Salah Plus. If you scan that, Salah Plus, it can take you to the website and you can contact there. There's an email you can contact as well. It's admin@salam.org.uk.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we'd love to speak to you more. We invite you towards Islam as well, because we believe it's the way of life.
There are
And look, like I
local-
said,
there are
as a fellow engineer, I'm telling you this.
There are
as
local
well.
branches in Cambridge, so I probably
Yeah.
if I am
They have this table in Cambridge as well.
oh,
Yeah, they have
if
one
I'm
at the
interested,
table.
I'll come and go to the local branch.
Yeah, definitely, because you have some great questions. You have really good questions, and I really appreciate them that you're asking that as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I find it difficult to believe in a God purely because, well, not purely, partly because religion, like different people's belief, changed over time.
Yeah.
And
That is a common thing with many religions, but I would say with Islam, and especially like what we're presenting here now, we have always gone back to the source and said, look, this is the Quran. It hasn't changed since it's come down from the Prophet Muhammad. Every tradition that we follow has not changed since the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And what we do and what we follow in our lives is exactly the same since then. So we go back to that prophetic tradition and following him exactly how we revealed it.
because I know in that region there used to be Zoroastrianism.
There's what, sorry? Zoroastrianism, yeah.
Yeah, and then it is still sort of around, and then during the time of Judaism, you had religion from Greece, and then they get corrupted to Roman religion. Eventually, the Roman adopted Christianity, and then Islam came along, and then different parts of the world they all have different religions. So you know, if different people believe in so many different things, and then
So one thing actually, that's a good point. I think what you're touching upon is that in Islam we believe that a prophet has come to every nation. So we don't believe Jesus came for the whole of mankind. We believe that he came for the children of Israel.
oh,
Yes. And we believe that Abraham came for his people, and Lot came for his people, and Noah came for his people. So all of the prophets that we've come, there's like 124,000 prophets
but
we believe.
being Chinese, then
We believe that there was a prophet sent to every nation, whether that nation received that prophet, whether there was a prophet, let's say the Chinese people, we believe that there was a prophet for every nation. So, the prophet for every nation, the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, is the last and final messenger, but we say he was the prophet for the whole of mankind.
oh, I see.
And then we can see that now as well with the advent of how Islam spread throughout history, and also how it is now with the media and the world being so close together because of planes and travel and whatnot. We can see that Islam has spread across the world, it being the last preserved religion, and now spread across the world. And Allah, he does not punish the people unless they've been given a message. So that's why Islam is the only acceptable religion in the sight of God. That's what Allah says in the Quran. And he does not punish anyone except that they've the religion has been established upon them as well. Yeah. So I don't know if the Sheikh spoke about these kind of the things that we believe in. Like we believe in God, the prophets, the messengers. We have to believe in them. The books that they came with, the angels, and we believe in the hereafter as well. So we believe that God, being all just, he has made this world a test for us. He said in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. He has not created us except to worship him. He's not created man and jinn except to worship him. And
So
that's,
he created.
he created us to worship him.
Oh,
And he has not created us except to worship him. Right? This is the test.
Why
Our
did
test.
why did he create us to worship him then?
So that we are thankful. Well, many reasons why. He created us for this reason.
Why did he create us in the first place? I mean, why bother creating us?
That's a good question. He created us for us to recognize him, to worship him, to be grateful and thankful for everything, for our faculties and all these things. You know?
Well, yeah, no, I know. I mean, you described the purpose of the creation, but you haven't described the reason. Why did he? I mean,
Yeah.
the purpose of creating mankind is to worship him,
Yeah.
but why did he need someone to worship him in the first place?
Yeah. He doesn't need anyone to worship him.
Yeah,
But
exactly. So why?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he oh yeah. So you're saying, why did he create us essentially?
Well, why did he need to create someone to worship him?
He didn't need us to create. He didn't need us to create him at all. But because he created us, we're thankful for him creating us. We're thankful for him creating us. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But he didn't need to create us.
No, he didn't need to create us. And what we do and what we say, it doesn't take away anything from God as well.
I know, but if he didn't need to create us, then why did he create us?
If he didn't need to create us, why did he create us?
Yes.
Okay. Bit of a tricky question. Maybe that's a good question for the Sheikh.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to trick you. I
Okay.
genuinely sort of want to know. I mean, yeah, I guess
Let me finish what I was saying on the tenets. So, like, we believe in the hereafter as well. So we believe that God is just,
Yeah.
and then He created us for this test and this reason.
Yeah.
So, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. So He created us so that we worship Him. So we're grateful. We pray to Him, right? Because this world is a test, and now He's made good and bad, and now He can reward us or punish us accordingly. And we say that only religion in the sight of God that is acceptable is Islam, and that we have the hereafter, which is heaven and hell, and on the day of judgment, He's going to judge us accordingly. So He's going to bring everyone forward and judge us according to our deeds and actions.
So Judgment Day seems to be quite, is it common across all the Abrahamic religion? It seems to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to judgment and also matters that are similar in the, let's say, Abrahamic religions, what has been preserved from the other religions, we believe that what Jesus sent was true. So whatever it doesn't differ in, we believe that's not from that religion, and that was not correct. But from what it was true and is in line with Islam, that was what was revealed and correct. Same with Judaism as well. But it's not anymore, essentially. That's why you might find similarities and differences between them. So we believe that the people who were given the book at the time of Jesus and who followed Jesus correctly, they followed God. They done what was right. They done what was true. And same with Moses. If they followed Moses, they did what he said. They followed the book. They prayed to God. They worshiped God alone. Then they followed the way of God, and they'll be given the reward in the day of judgment as well.
I see.
Because everything requires judgment, like essentially, because look, we have a justice system in the UK. And there has to be laws so we can abide by them, and we have a system of punishment if you break them laws as well. And same with God as well. We've created us for a reason, and we have to obey a certain set of laws and guidelines, and we'll be rewarded or punished accordingly. That's just the Islamic creed I'm saying. So those are the things that we believe in, and then we also have like things that we follow as well. So we have the, to be a Muslim, you have to say Shahada. Like you have to say that you believe in one God. There's no God but God, and that Prophet Muhammad is the last and final messenger of God. And then you do Salah, so this is a prayer. So we have a prayer mat over here, and it teaches you how to pray, how to worship God, how to praise Him, how He has told us to praise Him and pray to Him. Then you have the Ramadan. You know Ramadan is coming up?
Yes. I'm aware there's a Ramadan, but I'm not aware when it is.
It's coming in less than around 2 weeks. Yeah. So Ramadan, we fast to get closer to God, to get that God consciousness. And then we have Zakah, which is charity. We do charity. Why do we do charity? Just to purify us.
So far, what you think? So far, what did you think? What he taught you?
He's very knowledgeable, and I think
no,
it's very.
what did you think?
It's interesting.
Does it make sense to you? Anything?
It makes sense, but I don't necessarily believe it. I mean,
you're Chinese, right?
Yeah.
哪里？
广西.
Guangzhou.
How can you speak Chinese?
Yeah. You know they're the oldest mosque in Guangzhou. You know that?
No. I mean, I've been to Guangzhou, but I haven't been to that mosque.
Near opposite Yushu Goyen Park. Yushu Park. Opposite there.
Okay.
Islam is spreading all the way from Middle East to the Far East China.
I know.
Yeah. So the last pillar was pilgrimage. So doing the pilgrimage, following the
Have you
foot.
been to Mecca then?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh, can you speak Arabic?
It's okay. It's a little bit.
But Arabic is like you have to learn the formal written way, and then you learn the local dialect how to speak it.
It depends. Local dialects dependent on the country. They call it Aramia, and then Fusha is like the original Arabic. That is the Quranic Arabic. That's the one
Which
that's
country's
been
Arabic can you speak?
Which one? Which countries?
Yeah.
I understand the Fusha, the original one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, which is like the Quranic Arabic. No one really talks it, but there are like countries like Saudi Arabia that do talk it, and they're closer to it, let's say. Whereas countries like Morocco, they're a bit further away from it. They incorporate like other languages within it, and they kind of mix words together as well. Yeah. So, what do you believe in God or not then?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I went to church a bit when I was doing my PhD, and then I don't know. The more I went, the more I don't feel like I don't know if it's the organized religion or if I actually don't believe in God. Do you get what I mean? It's
Yeah.
you could
I
be the
understand.
wrong religion. You could just be that I just don't believe in God. I don't know which one it is.
I think it's the wrong religion.
You
I
think?
think, yeah, I think so because I would understand if you were, let's say you look at Christianity, you look at it and you think, okay, I want to worship God, I believe there's a God, but this is not the right way because what you're seeing within the church is not what God necessarily wanted because you got a massive man on a cross and everyone's praying and worship towards him, whereas we don't believe God came to this earth. He didn't make himself
there are
weak.
people who believe the whole universe is a simulation, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So if I were to create a simulation,
Yeah.
and then I wouldn't want people who I simulate to worship me being the creator of the simulation.
Bring that point again. What was that?
If I were to create the universe,
Okay.
I wouldn't want my creation to worship me.
Okay.
Because,
So you're coming from a human perspective of how God would create the universe. Then.
yes, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah. But we're not saying that's true at all, because we don't believe in the humanistic perspective of God. We believe God is there's nothing like him. There's nothing like him. He's all seeing, the all hearing. Like we don't believe he is like humans. We don't believe he's like us. He's all seeing, all hearing. You can't see behind us, you know. We can't hear what's going on in China. We're not all watchful. We're not all knowing of everything going on in the universe. But God is. And we don't know what kind of entity has that kind of capability except God.
I just feel a truly benevolent being wouldn't be so petty to ask his creation to worship him every day. I think,
What do you mean by petty? I mean, you're defining it as that, right?
well,
But because
requesting
if
someone to do something every day, I think that's just like, you don't really need to do that.
so if I give you a gift and then you say I'm petty for asking you to say thank you,
This is almost like I pay for the water company. I don't thank the water company to bring water to me.
I don't no. But if I give you a gift, you didn't ask for it. You know, I give it to you.
I will say thank you, yes.
Yeah, you say thank you, and it's a similar kind of concept. Instead of, okay, you're thankful for the fact that you're able to have the water, though, right?
But I feel people being thankful, people from being grateful, it's come from within the people rather than having some supernatural being to enforce that, and having a religion to enforce people being grateful to the supernatural being.
Yes, but that's where the free will comes in, where you have the ability to be able to choose whether you want to be grateful, to be thankful, and then you can be ingrateful. You can be rude and disrespectful if you wanted to. You know, you have that choice. And where we're given guidelines from a creator to believe or not, and he's given those guidelines to be thankful, that's when we think, okay, we should be doing this, because God knows us more than our own selves. Like, we can study, we can understand, you know, how the universe operates in every level, but we won't know it as well as God knows it. You know, the owner or the creator of something won't know, will know it more than the ones who are the operators or the end users, for example. So that's why we say that God, who we can establish exists, he is the creator of the heavens and earth, and he's given us like an instruction manual of how to live our lives and why he's created us and what we have to do.
So this is the instruction manual on how to...
Yeah, it's an instruction manual, yeah. It's how, look, you have an instruction manual for everything. Your headphones,
Yes.
essentially your jacket, it tells you how to wash it.
Yes.
It tells you everything, your shoes, how to wear them. You don't wear them upside down.
Yeah.
But something for the soul. We have this instruction manual.
I see.
And it will tell you how to live your life, how to think, who to praise, like everything you need to do in life as well. It's nourishment for the soul, essentially. Yeah, no worries. Funfu, it's been very good talking to you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're here every Friday and Sunday if you have any more questions.
I live in Cambridge.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
of
here
course.
for the day, so
Yeah.
it's a bit random,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Must be, well, if God exists. then-
Fate, right?
Yes.
We say that everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
So whether it might have unlocked a kind of like maybe an area where you start questioning things about religion, that's all we need. And then the guidance from God. Guidance from God. Because I can only convey the message, and then the guidance will come from God. Whether you choose to take Islam, whether you choose to be a believer or Muslim, or whether you choose to be something else. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fufu,
thank
very
you.
nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. See you later, bro. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفر الله وأتوب إليك. She's back.
So you finished?
Yeah.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. It's coming, it's coming. So inshallah, we'll wait for the next conversation, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Give me 1 second, I will. Wait, Habibi, wait. Be patient with this old man. Do you agree with Ahmad? Free copy of the Quran, free. Well, hey, this is free. You know, instead of saying, come on, nicely, open your heart. The Algerians say, open your head. Yeah. And when you open your heart, everything intake. So when you open your brain, everything in start programming. You know? So when you start programming in the heart.
He's very respected. We love him very much. He's a very respected prophet of God. He's a messenger of God. We also believe in Moses and Abraham and Noah and Lot, David, and Solomon. We believe in all of these people, all of these prophets of God. We believe that Adam was the first man. This is about Jesus. We'd love to give you this as well. Yeah, no problem at all. So we believe in all the prophets, all the messengers. They came with books, but they became corrupted over time. We believe that the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and that he's the last and final messenger of God. So we believe in the Quran. It's been preserved. The other books have been, corrupted essentially by churches, popes, councils. That's what we believe. But the Quran has been untouched. It's been sent directly from God to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and it's been preserved in the Quran, which you have a copy now. So hopefully you'll be able to read the direct message of God. And we're here. We invite people towards Islam. We want you to become Muslim. So it's the direct message of God, because Christianity, we say it's been corrupted over time, unfortunately, because of so many things that have happened. Kings have changed it because they wanted more wives and wanted more, things to be in their favor, essentially. Okay, sorry about this. But what do you think about all of that?
I'm open.
Yeah, she's open
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, of course. I mean, we say, look, God has a religion. Okay, He's told us to follow Islam. He's told us to follow a religion. He's told us to submit to him. And at the time of Jesus, the followers were the correct followers. They were following God, but it became corrupt. And then at the same time as Moses, the people who were following Moses, they were following God. We say they're going to go to paradise. They're going to be rewarded. Now, at this time, we believe that the only religion that is acceptable in the sight of God, that worships one God alone, is Islam. Because we don't believe that Christians are worshipping God. We believe they're worshipping Jesus. They're worshipping a man. We don't believe that Jesus died on the cross. We don't believe that the cross, which shows Jesus' death, should be a symbol of worship, or a symbol that should be, made, glorified essentially as well. We don't believe that God came into the earth. Like we believe God is, there's nothing like God. He's the all-seeing, the all-hearing, and he doesn't mix with his creation as well. So we believe that Jesus was a messenger of God. He can't have been God because there were things that he did in his life that suggested that he wasn't God as well. Like he wasn't all-knowing, he wasn't all-hearing, he wasn't all-seeing. When he was asked about the hour, like the day of judgment, he didn't know about it. He said only the Father knows. Yeah, exactly. You know about this, yeah. Only the Father knows, yeah. And that's in Islam. We believe the same thing. We believe that only God knows when the day of judgment is. And Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was questioned about this as well. He was asked, okay, when is the hour? And he said, only Allah knows the hour. Only God knows the hour. So we have that same understanding of that what was recorded with Jesus as well. That same understanding is there. And we believe in the hereafter. We believe that in heaven and hell. We believe that there's a day of judgment. Everyone's going to be judged according to their actions. So we invite you towards Islam. We want to be a Muslim. Because this is the way of the prophets.
Search, I don't know, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can think about it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely think about it. But if what we do as well is when people are ready, we ask them, if we want to be a Muslim, you can be a Muslim now as well. So we have 5 pillars of Islam. The first one is Shahada. And you testify there is one God, there's no God but God. And that Prophet Muhammad is the last and final messenger. You have the prayer, the salah, so you pray to God, you be thankful, you're grateful, you worship him. And then you have fasting Ramadan, you know Ramadan?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up in a few weeks. Yeah, you're going to try it? Yeah, excellent. Inshallah, you be Muslim and you can do it. And that's why it'll be accepted by God as well. Because if you fast, who are you fasting for? As a Muslim, I fast for Allah. And I'm trying to get that God consciousness. That's the main reason. If you're not Muslim, then you're doing it for maybe friends and stuff like that. But that's what God wants you to do. He wants you to be close to him, have that God consciousness. So that's why we invite you from the inside to be a Muslim and to fast for the sake of God. Then we have charity. You know, Islam promotes charity. We have a compulsory charity for people who are able. And then we have pilgrimage as well. And we also believe in God. We believe in the prophets, the messengers that came. We believe the books that they came with. We believe in the angels. We believe in the good and the bad that happens from good, what God has decreed. And we believe in the hereafter as well, the heaven and the hell. These are all things you believe. Yeah. So, do you know much about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? Do you know much about him? Okay, he's the last prophet of God, and he was given the Quran over a certain period of time, 23 years. And when he was given the Quran, the Prophet Muhammad was illiterate.
That one is like different from Old Testament. I mean the 10 Commandments.
10 commandments were given to Moses.
It's Prophet Moses. Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 commandments were given to Moses, and he was given, more than that as well. But it's not been preserved, because they have the Dead Sea Scrolls and many other things. So the Jewish religion, they say that they're following Moses, but they don't follow anyone else after that till now. But we believe that Moses said to worship one God, but the religion became corrupted over time. And then Jesus came, and he came with the word of God as well. And so did David as well, and the Psalms were revealed. But the only religion that's now preserved from a prophet is Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, and the Quran. So the Quran has been revealed and preserved completely, full.
Is it like different Bible from the Catholic and the Quran?
The Bible is completely different. The Bible, actually, it contains the words of Jesus, but also the words of people after him as well. And people who are unknown as well, unknown authors.
They changed it.
People who they randomly said, I'm going to include this in the Bible. Well, they said they received divine revelation, and then they'll write it down in the books. And they spoke about Jesus as if they saw him and they were with him, but they didn't. They were not with him. They didn't see him. They barely heard about him, and they would write down things about him. So that's why we don't believe that the Bible is from God. There's a lot of contradictions in the Bible.
How about the Quran?
What's sorry?
The Quran.
Yeah?
So what's the contents?
The contents are brilliant. Yeah. The content of the Quran is to believe in one God. That's the most important thing. Because we don't believe that any other religion believes in one God. And the reason why is because if you look at Christianity, you're believing in Trinity, you're believing in Jesus as God. Some people believe in Mary as God, they worship Mary, and some people, they worship saints. That is not believing in one God. We believe this is the biggest sin in Islam, is to commit shirk, which is associating partners with God or associating others beside God. And we don't believe that Jews are doing that as well. They changed their own text. You change the law of God, you're changing the words of God. And you're putting yourself beside God as well. And there are many different types of Jews who changed the word of God and also worshipped other things beside God as well. And we don't believe any other religion worships the one true God as is supposed to be worshipped. That's why Islam is the only acceptable religion in the sight of God. That's what we say. Because we are the only ones who worship the one God, the one true God, and that is Allah. Because there's no other religion. Pick a religion, they associate partners with God, they believe in saints and peers and all of these different people who are just men. Yeah? You look at Sikhism, they have a Guru Nanak and they worship this guy and say that your prayers are going to him. If you look at Buddha, they worship Buddha and your prayers go to him and something else. And, there's always people in between. We're just saying, look, God, He's the creator of the heavens and earth, everything that we know. He's outside of the universe, all seeing, all hearing, almighty. He's the all-powerful. He's the creator of the heavens and earth. He's all just. And He's created everything that we know. We have a direct relationship with Him. Sorry. We have a direct relationship to Him. And He is closer to us than our own jugular vein. He's very close to us, but He's not inside of the universe. We worship Him. And we have that very close, intimate relationship with Him as well. So a lot of Christians, they argue that they have that love for God and they have that passion for God. We actually have a closer relationship to God than anyone, because we're worshipping God as He is said to be worshipped. And we love God, and God loves us. And God, He has sent down His mercy on this earth, and that's why the one like deer doesn't trample its own fowl, its own child. Allah has sent mercy and love to this earth. Sorry, pardon me. So this is what Islam is. Islam is about being good to your neighbors, giving charity, fasting, praying, stopping the bad as well, stopping people from lying, cheating, from committing any bad, and promoting all the good and leaving all the bad, advising each other. So what do you think about all this?
It's my first time to hear I didn't know that.
You never heard that before?
No.
We just met today as well. So
Oh, you just met today, okay.
We didn't have time to talk.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We work together. That's why.
Yeah.
Everything has its own things,
Its
Maybe
own
this
course.
it's not a coincidence, so you never know.
We don't believe in coincidence. We believe that everything happens for a reason.
Inshallah.
And this is the qadr of Allah, that you have come here, you're standing in front of these, you're asking me these kind of questions, and you're actually listening to it and being receptive. Now, my job as a Muslim is to convey the message, just like the prophets and the messengers. They never force people to be a Muslim or to submit to God, but they were just told, tell the people the message, convey the message. Like Prophet Noah, he was conveying the message for 950 years, and only a small group of them became Muslim or became followers of God. And Islam means, from the root word aslama, to submit to God. That's why we say Jesus was a Muslim, and Moses was a Muslim, Abraham was a Muslim. All of them were Muslims. All of them submitting themselves to God. So there's no difference between them. It's only what is changed, and it seems different now. So if you want to go back to the original, the religion of Abraham, the father of all of these religions, that is Islam. You'll be going back to Islam because you're worshipping one God. And that's why, look, if you believe in one God, you believe Prophet Muhammad is the last and final messenger, that's how you become a Muslim. So if you don't have any doubts and you want to be a Muslim and you believe God is one and Prophet Muhammad is the last and final messenger, you should become Muslim now. But we can't force you, and there's no compulsion in religion. It's just, sometimes it's quite heavy. It's like, wow, okay. But being a Muslim is easy. Being a Muslim is very easy. And Allah makes Jannah easy for you as well. Yeah. Because if you need to, you have the knowledge,
Knowledge already.
Yeah, because it's the first time you're hearing it as well. Some people, they hear it and straight away they'll be like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to accept that. Some people, they take some time. Some people, they research. And that's why I've given you Quran, so you can research some leaflets and so you can look into it. Because you've just heard for the first time, we believe in Jesus.
Yeah, it's my first time, I felt like different.
I will
have a lot
tell,
of
inshallah.
Buddhists, a lot of gods, other religions.
Yeah. We only believe in one God. We don't believe in any other God. It's not befitting for there to be. Look, if there were two gods, right, they'll fight with each other. One wants day, one wants night, one wants rain, one wants shine. What would the universe look like? It would look like chaos. Gravity would be going upwards, or I don't know, just different things. And that's why we believe one God. It's only logical to believe in one God, and it's only the rational thing to do as well. So whenever you hear the truth, you follow the truth. Yeah. But to be a Muslim, you testify there's no God worthy of worship except Allah, and Prophet Muhammad is the last and final messenger. Then everything else slowly, you'll take it on, and you'll worship God as He wants to be worshipped. God has asked us to worship Him in a certain way, to be grateful in a certain way, to be thankful in a certain way. And He's told us exactly what to do. And the Quran is an instruction manual of how to do that. It's how we're supposed to live our life. Everything has an instruction manual, right? How to, wash our clothes, how to, I don't know, have headphones, how to use them properly, and so on and so forth. But the Quran is how we live our life, essentially, and the Sunnah as well. What was your name, sorry? Kath.
Yeah.
Zishan. No problem at all. It's been very lovely speaking to you, Kath. And we're here every Friday and Sunday. I would love for you to come back and.
Gain knowledge.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we're going tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
only
talk
like
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because it's a very interesting talk to have. Because it's a matter of the soul. It's something very important. It's not something that is just like idle talk or something that is a jest or joke.
Right.
It's a very serious topic. Although we can have it very nicely and respectfully as
You're
well.
always here around
Friday and Sunday we are here.
Friday and Sunday.
Friday and
you're
Sunday.
here.
Yeah, in the good weather.
Same place.
In the same place, essentially right here. Yeah.
Mashallah.
Mashallah. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you so much. It's been a
Aywallah.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank
Thank you very much. Take
May
care.
Allah help you in your way.
Ameen. Jazakallah khairan.
Aywallah.
Assalamu
Ma
alaikum.
salama.
Take care of yourself. Alhamdulillah, very good talk. Very good talk. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh.
That's why we need our objective morality outside the community to decide for us which good is good, which good is not. Otherwise, we will be mixed up. Yeah? But are you Christian or? How you said you believe in karma? What about you, Christian? No. Atheist?
Not like yes.
Yeah. Both of you atheists? But what do you think this universe come from?
This,
What do you think this universe come from?
I don't. The explosion, the Big Bang.
The Big Bang. The Big Bang. But you know the Big Bang, what you see inside the universe, there is will, there is power, intelligence. Yeah. The Big Bang has this criteria. The Big Bang has will, has power, has intelligence.
No.
Then it's not the Big Bang creator.
But the event is very big, so we don't know.
No problem about
the Earth. The Earth is very, very, very little in place of the universe. So
no problem. You said that Earth is
don't know.
You said that Earth is little, yeah, compared to the universe. Yeah. And you are on Earth. You are more little than Earth. And you're saying there is no creator. How did you get to now there is no creator? While you are little.
You think you are a creator?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, I'm not. I believe there is a creator.
Yes.
I'm a Muslim.
You believe that?
Yes. I'm a
And
Muslim, alhamdulillah.
how you know that?
How I know?
Creator?
One, your existence prove to me there is a creator. Sun, system, solar sun, the universe, how it's come, all the thing what is on earth is benefiting me, while I don't benefit nothing.
With another people give to you that
Other
life.
Other
Yes.
people, they give me life. No.
It's but you two parents who life.
Huh? Yes, Allah. He said that the Creator he give us life. But you said that
because I think the religions, all of the religions, just a fake. It's for the people trust that, so you follow
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, so now these two people, they said if this book is not true, they will find out. If this book is not true, we will not consider it. Can you think this criteria? If you don't have this criteria, that means this book is impossible to be
Thank you for this.
I'm reading it. It's the one about Deuteronomy, yeah?
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 13, 6 to 11.
Yeah.
So they're saying like, if your own brother, so a Jew,
Yeah.
is this for the Jews?
Yeah.
Goes, it says that's
Yeah, but it's also Jesus said that I didn't come to change the law but to fulfill it. So it's also the law for the Christians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say, okay, that's for Christianity, but for Islam, بالقرآن it says لا إكراه بالدين, صح؟ لا إكراه بالدين.
Yeah.
ومن آمن فمن شاء يؤمن فمن شاء فيكفر.
من شاء منكم فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر.
ومن شاء
Yeah.
يكفر ومن شاء يؤمن.
Yeah.
So how does that? So I want to know this hadith. So would you say you are knowledgeable of this hadith, or would you
Yes.
want to open the?
No, I know the hadith. I know the
But do you
hadith
know-
exactly.
But do you know one ulama?
من بدل دينه فاقتلوه. That's the exact. من بدل دينه فاقتلوه. That's the hadith.
تعرف إذا هذا الحديث تعرف التوقيت ايمت نزل؟ ايمت يعني مو نزل ايمت
قيل.
ايه
ما ادري يعني متى قيل لكن
بس معروف يعني
معروف هذا من بدل دينه
لا، قصدي معروف
فاقتلوه.
معروف ايمت قيل هذا
يعني كيف متى قيل؟
مثلا اذا هذا الحديث اجى قبل الايه مو بتنسخه؟
لا.
ليش؟ انه اذا الايه اذا القران ايه بتقول لا اكراه في الدين.
شوف عشان اطمنك، لا في عهد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا عهد الصحابه ولا اي قتل من بدل دينه. كانت حرب المرتدين، لكن كانت من اجل انهم منعوا الزكاه. هذه الحرب التي كانت بعد وفاه الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم في ايام ابو بكر، لكن كانت بمانع انهم رفضوا اعطاء الزكاه. فقاتلهم ابو بكر رضي الله عنه مقابل الزكاه.
يعني مو مقابل القتال.
نعم. شوف، لكن انا اعطيك مثال. في هذه الايام الجاسوس يقتل.
صح.
يقتل لماذا؟ لانه ارتكب خيانه. فكذلك لما الانسان يكون مسلم للحفاظ على اللحمه، على لحمه الاسلام، وعلى هناك من قال اذا انسان ارتد، لكن واحد يرتد بعدها يذهب ويتكلم ضد الإسلام ويحض الناس على الارتداد وكذا، قالوا ذلك يقتل تعزيرا، لأنه هذه خيانة.
بس هذا الشريعة، هي الشريعة صارت أو هي شو؟
شوف أنت الآن حتى في السعودية، حتى في دول كثيرة، سمعت أن أحد ما تسمع بها، لأن هذا غير معمول به، رغم أنه قيل في الحديث، قيل من بدل دينه فاقتلوه. كذلك حديث من شرب الخمر فاجلدوه، فإذا شرب وفي الرابعة فاقتلوه. ولا أحد قتل على شرب الخمر. يعني هذا. فالرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول حديث، لكن هناك مراعاة لأشياء أخرى. لكن هل الحديث صحيح؟ نعم الحديث صحيح، من بدل دينه فاقتلوه، الحديث صحيح.
بس هو ما بيعمل شويه اكراه بالدين، انه اذا الواحد حس حاله اوكي انا اجت لي شويه داوت، اجت لي داوت مثلا بلحظة.
نعم
هلا انا خفت من هذا الحديث،
نعم
صرت في اكراه، يعني إنه
نعم.
انا لازم شو حتى هي الداوت ما انه افكر فيها ولا يعني
لا.
يعني اكراها
لا شوف
أو
شوف
يعني تخويف يعني.
لا شوف، أنت نقول أنك أنت كنت مسلم فارتديت عن الدين. الآن هل في واحد حيقتلك؟ ما في أحد حيقتلك.
العالم بده يسيئوا الاسلام، بيقولوا العالم حيقتلوك.
لا يا أخي شوف، أحكام الإسلام موجودة، أحكام الإسلام موجودة، لكن هل تطبق؟ لا تطبق. لكن هي أحكام كأحكام هي موجودة. لو كنا نعيش في عالم فيه شريعة وكذا وكذا كانت لكن أنت لازم تعرف على أن الإنسان، على أن المرتد لا يقتل فورا، لأن الإنسان يمكن تكون عنده شبهة، أنت تستطيع أن ترتد لشبهة اشتبهت فيها.
صح.
كإنسان يشرب الخمر ظانا أن الخمر حلال، يقول لك ما
سولت له نفسه.
يقول لك لا، يقول لك أن في القرآن ليس هناك يعني أن الخمر حرام أو حرام شرب الخمر.
نافع
في نعم
اسمه أكبر
نعم أكثر من نفعه.
راح هو يتبع النفع.
فيه نفع كبير فتبقى المسألة يعني تبقى المسألة على أنه نحن الآن لا نعيش في مكان، لكن لو كان الشرع يطبق حيطبق. لكن قبل تطبيق الشريعة الإنسان يؤخذ فيترك 3 أيام يجلس مع أهل الحل والعقد حتى يناظروه. لماذا ارتدت عن الإسلام؟ ربما هذا الإنسان ارتد لشبهة، أنه ظن على أن
هذا أولي العلم.
نعم. لماذا؟ يقول لماذا؟ ثم يبين له الحق، فإن رجع فلا بأس، فإن أطاع بعدها يثبت عليه، يقام عليه الحد.
بس ليش العلماء هلا ما بيطلعوا ايمتى نزلت هذا الحديث؟ اذا ما عرفوا ايمتى نزلت ينسخوها، اذا هي بالقران مو القران هي كلام الله اعلى من الحديث، اذا في شيء هيك بتخالف القران شوي حتى انه اكراه الدين ليش ما ينسخوها ويخلصوا منها؟ هذا اذا ما اصلا ما تطبق واصلا ما لها فائده، يعني ما شو الفائده من هذا الحديث؟ يعني شو
الفائده؟ شوف احنا الأحاديث هذه كذلك، هي الأحاديث هذه ما لم تأتي عرض الحائط، لأن عندنا في القرآن أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى علمه شديد القوى. فالحديث النبوي كذلك هو وحي.
بس يعني هو كان اول شيء على القبله بعدين راح على قبله ثانيه، يعني مو انه هو صحيح وحي يوحى.
نعم.
بس
النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يغير
بس لا. اذا اجت ايه بعده وهي الايه تقول غيروا قبلتكم او لا اكراه بالدين او شيء جديد، يعني انه هو صحيح ما ينطق على الهواء، بس يمكن هذا لفتره معينه.
الان انت ايش مشكلتك مع الحديث هذا؟
انا مشكلتي مع هذا الحديث انه هو ما بصير واحد يقول والله عشان العالم ما يفكروا، بس لا، هي عن جد في شغله بالانجليزي عن اسمها كولت، بتعرف الكولت؟
نعم.
يعني انه هي تعطي احساس انه والله نحن ما عندنا حريه، بس القران اذا هي القران اكثر كتاب بيتحدى الواحد انه يفكر صح، بيقول جيبوا اذا ما من الله هذا الكتاب جيبوا.
احنا نتكلم عن مجتمع اسلامي تقوم فيه شريعة الله مطبقة فيه. هذا العالم الإسلام، هذا المكان الإسلامي الذي تقوم فيه شريعة الله تطبق فيه جميع هذا. أنت الآن تعيش هنا في بريطانيا مثلا، نحن تحت أحكام بريطانية، هي أحكام غير إسلامية، لكن أنا تطبق علي هذه الأحكام سواء كانت مطابقة للشريعة أو غير مطابقة للشرع، فهي تطبق علي. فأنا رغم كوني مسلم أنصاع إلى الحكم البريطاني، فكذلك الإسلام له أحكام وهذه الأحكام تطبق عادة. هي حقيقة لا إكراه في الدين، لكن أنا أعطيتك مثلا إنسان ارتد عن الدين لكن ما بيخالط ناس، ما بيصد الناس عن، لكن واحد يصد الناس عن الله وعن كذا، هذا يفسد في المجتمع، هذا من الإفساد. كالخائن لبلده، كإنسان تجسس لصالح قوى أخرى ضد بلده، هذا يعدم في معظم الشرائع العالمية أن الجواسيس يقتلون. فكذلك المرتد عن الإسلام والذي ينصب العداء للإسلام وكذا وكذا، فهذا حكمه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من قتل. شوف إنسان شرب الخمر في بيته وما صار، ولا واحد حيدق على بيته وياخذه ويجلده 40 جلدة أو 80 جلدة، لكن واحد شرب الخمر وطلع على الشارع ويصيح ويسوي، هذا يؤخذ ويجلد. نعم، يعني هذه هي الأحكام. فكذلك الإنسان الذي مثلا ارتد ثم يأتي ويقول أنا ارتديت، أنا كذا أنا كذا أنا كذا، أنتم كذا وكذا، هذا يطبق عليه الحكم، لأنه هو، شوف، الحكم موجود، لكن يبقى حسب، أنا فهمتك أنه حسب الشارع ماذا رأى، يؤتى بالإنسان يبين له. والكثير تعرف خلال في المجتمع الإسلامي الكثير الذين ارتدوا عن الإسلام كانوا ارتدوا من شبه أو كذا، فبين لهم إنسان كذا وكذا وكذا. شو حتى مسألة مثلا، شوفنا أعطيك مثال، العهد الذي بيننا وبينهم الصلاة فمن تركها فقد كفر، هذا حديث صريح بكفر تارك الصلاة، لكن العلماء اختلفوا هل هو كافر يعني كفر أكبر أم هو كفر أصغر أم أنه كذا. فهناك من يكفره مثل الحنابلة، وهناك من لا يكفره، يقول يحبس حتى يصلي كذا إذا لم يكن جاحدا للصلاة. إلا واحد قال لا الصلاة هذه ما منا، هي مش منزلة من عند الله أو كذا وكذا، هذا كفر بواح. لكن إنسان ما يصلي اختلف فيه أهل العلم،
وما اختلفوا بهذا الأبسطي انه اذا القرآن هي ما تطبق على المسلمين كمان لا اكراه بالدين، يعني
لا، شوف
انا مسلم ما علي اكراه بالدين كمان.
لا، انت مسلم مثلا، يعني انت تؤمن بجميع ما انزل الله، لا بالقرآن ولا بالحديث. يعني هذا الحديث نحن نقول على انه حديث صحيح عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم،
بس لا نعرف يمكن اجى قبل هذا القرآن آية، بعدين هي الآية يعني
ما استطيع اساعدك هناك. لكن
بالقرآن في كثير يعني آيات تقول مثلا تحدي انه الواحد،
شوف، في عهد الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم، آمن الناس، آمنوا ثم ارتدوا، فما كان الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم ما فعل لهم
في
شيء.
واحد صحابي ارتد وصار مسيحي، صح؟ أو
ذاك في الذين هاجروا إلى الآن. نعم، زوج أم حبيبة التي تزوجها رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. نعم،
اي ماشي، يعني بس هو القرآن كمان في كثير تحدي فيه، بيقول في عالم كثير بيقولوا.
فهمني الآن أنت أخي، أنت مسلم أم لست بمسلم؟
هلا أنا بالنسبة إلي،
نعم،
أنا إذا قلت مسلم، إذا قلت أنا مسلم عندي شوية أنا كيف بدي أشرح لك؟ عندي شوية
اشرح لي بالإنجليزي إذا ما تستطيع.
لا مو هيك، لا أنا عم بحاول put it to words، حطه بالكلام يعني.
نعم،
يعني أنا في بعض الشغلات بالكتاب المسيحي بيؤمن فيه، عرفت كيف؟ هلا بشرح لك شو هن، فينا نناقش فيه اذا عندك وقت. بس بدي احكي فيه بالقرآن، هو انا بيعجبني القرآن وانا بحسه ضعف. هي الحديث تبعته ضعف له، انه القرآن هو بيتحدى الواحد انه يقول
يأتي بمثله أو
أيوة، يعني انه القرآن مو مثل الكتب الاخرى انه خلاص لازم تؤمنوا فيه وشو ما قالوا العالم تعمل وهيك. لا، القرآن بيتحديك تعال، اذا تقدر تعمل مثله اعمل مثله، اذا بدك تؤمن، اذا بدك تكفر اكفر. يعني ما لك كراهية شغل، كل هدول يعني فكرة انه القرآن انت على قناعة.
نعم
انا ما بحب الا والله في شغله ما صارت على قناعه اكراه. انا اذا القرآن بتقول لا اكراه على هيك وطلع هذا الحديث بيعرف العلماء عن جد طلعوا على التنزيل اجى هيك اجى قبل هذا عشان ينسخوه وحاج ضحك
لكن شوف أنا قلت لك أنت الآن ما تستطيع تقول لي أن في إنسان موجود الآن تعرف لو إنسان قتل من أجل ارتداده لقام العالم وما هذا. لكن لا في السعودية ولا في الكويت ولا أحد. في عندهم علمانيين، في عندهم أناس يتكلمون في الدين بأشياء يعني قريبة من الكفر، ولا أحد. فيعني أنت ما تأخذ هذا إذا كان أنت اللي يصدق عن الإسلام هذا الحديث
لا هو مو انه يصدق على الاسلام. انا مثل يعني ضد العلماء اللي يقولوا انه هذا يعني يصيروا يشرحوا عن هذا الحديث مع هذا القرآن آية، يقولوا والله هي الآية بس للمانا المسلمين. انا احس القرآن يطبق على كل واحد، ما انه هي الآية صحيح نزلت مشان الواحد كان بده يجي على الاسلام نزلت لها عشان هذا السبب، بس انا يعني القرآن بحسه لا يعني يطبق على كل واحد عادي، يعني لا إكراه الدين.
نعم شوف لا إكراه في الدين يعني لا إكراه في الدين. هذه الآية موجودة، من شاء الله جل وعلا يقول من شاء فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر، كذلك موجودة.
كان غير الله
فأنا أعطيتك مثال شارب الخمر الذي شرب الخمر 4 مرات يقتل، فما طبق هذا الحديث ولا طبق أبدا. وهذا الحديث موجود في صحيح مسلم يعني. صحيح مسلم، لأن احنا المسلمين ما نخبي أحاديث الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم أو هذا الحديث لا خبيه أو كذا. احنا أي شيء عن الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم دوناه مدون. يبقى هل العمل على هذا أم ليس العمل عليه؟ فاهم علي؟
إذا هن عرفوا إنه هي الحديث إجا قبل هي الآية فيني يقول
والله يا أخي الناس تسلم ويعرفون هذا الحديث ويسمعون أبوستسي لو، هذه معروفة والناس تدخل الإسلام. يعني تعرف لماذا؟ يعني. لأن النفس لما ترتوي بالإيمان سبحان الله، والإيمان يتمكن من القلب، والله ما في شيء يقدر يصدق عنه. تعرف لما الإنسان يتمكن الإيمان من قلبه فالإنسان يرى. لكن الإنسان لما يكون بعيد عن الله تنتابه شكوك، تنتابه أوهام، يصير يخمن كذا عشان يبعد عن الله جل وعلا. لكن الإنسان إذا عمر قلبه بالله وعمر قلبه بالإيمان مثل هذه الأشياء لا تضر.
أنا هلأ أنت سألتني شو بؤمن شو
نعم
صح؟
نعم.
يعني أنا مرت فترة إنه بهذا الشبهات
نعم.
هو شو واحد مسيحي صار يقول لي يعني إذا أنت تركت الإسلام ليقتلوك، عمل لي شك، صرت ابحث بالدين المسيحي. أنا كنت بحكي مع مسيحي هناك.
نعم شوف أنا قلت لك حتى هم عندهم الأبوستسي لو، لكن هم ما يقولوا ما يحكوا عنها. ولما يقول لك نو that's the old law، لكن في العهد الجديد قال أنا لم آتي لألغي اللاهوت، بل أتيت لأكمله. فهذه موجودة عندهم، لكن هم هذه يخبوها ويمشوا الإسلام كذا الشكوك وكذا. إحنا الحمد لله أنت سألتني قلت لك الحديث موجود والحديث صحيح، ما عندي ليش أخبيه كذا. لو أنت يشاء لك الله أنك تسلم حتسلم، لو ما يشاء لك الله شوف هدايتك مو هي على يدي، هدايتك على يد الله جل وعلا. هو اللي يهدي مو أنا أو أي واحد ثاني.
هلا أنا ندخل بموضوع يعني شو إيمان شو هذول.
نعم.
أنا يعني بطلع على بس طلعت لفتره على الدين المسيحي.
نعم.
شفت انه على الروح القدس انه هو يملأ الواحد. طلعت على الاسلام اللي هو واحد من الملائكه
جبريل عليه السلام. نعم.
يعني هلا القرآن بيقول أنزلناه نزله روح الأمين.
الروح الأمين على قلبك.
ما كان عدو لجبريل فإنه نزل على قلبك. يعني نحطوا هذول الحديث آيتين مع بعض يقولوا هذا يعني مع
إيه الروح الأمين هو جبريل عليه السلام، وهو الروح. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها الروح. لكن عندنا أحاديث لأن القرآن يشرحه الحديث. القرآن يشرحه الحديث. عندنا أحاديث تقر على أن الروح الأمين أو الروح القدس هو جبريل عليه السلام. أحاديث مثلا ألقى في روعي الروح القدس. عندنا نزل جبريل وجبريل هو الروح القدس. يعني
الحديث ما قالت إنه جبريل هو روح القدس.
لا يعني لما تجمع الأحاديث هذه هي يدل على أن الروح القدس هو جبريل عليه السلام، لأنه جاء باسم الروح الأمين، جاء بأنه هو الروح. فهمت؟ فهذه معروفة عند أي مسلم أن الروح القدس هو جبريل عليه السلام.
بس عند الدين المسيحي هو الروح القدس ما هو ملائكة.
يعني أنا عارف حتى هم مختلفين فيه. من يقولوا أنه هو حكمة، فيه اللي يقول على أنه إله. يعني
لا هو ما إله.
لا عند التثليثيين هو إله. هو إله. نعم.
بس هلا مثلا بالإسلام أنا بحس يعني إذا الروح بنفس الكونتكست تبعت البايبل إنه هو الروح يلبس إنسان أو يلبس ملائكة. هو القرآن آية هي إنه نزله نور روح القدس ونزله جبريل. يطلع على التنتين إنه إذا هو الروح على أساس هو نزل مع الملائكة. هلا أنا شوف يعني بالقرآن بيقول تنزل معك روح بيوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. هل الملائكة تقدر تنزل بهذا اليوم ب50,000 سنة بدون روح، يعني بدون معجزة؟ أنا نشوف المعجزات وين ما كان في معجزات بالقرآن.
نعم.
أو عند الكتاب المسيح دائما في روح القدس. عرفت كيف؟ حتى يعني
لا شوف هذه مسألة يوم 50,000 سنة أو يوم والروح أو يوم ب1000. إن يوما عند ربك ب1000 سنة مما تعدون. فاهم؟ هذه كلها في تقدير الله جل وعلا. كيف وكذا ولا أحد يعرف. إحنا نسمعها في القرآن ونؤمن بها. فاهم؟ هذه من البديهيات، لأن ولا إنسان يعرف هذه 50,000 سنة هل هي 50,000 سنة من كذا، كيف هي. إحنا الملائكة نقول أنها مخلوقات نورانية تأتي. كان جبريل يأتي من ما نقول إحنا كم كان يأخذ من وقت عشان يأتي، متى انطلق أو كذا. هذه مسائل ما تعرف. وهذه المسائل ما حد دخلك الجنة، ما حد دخلك نار. هذه المسائل هذه 50,000 سنة هي يوم أو 1000 سنة هي يوم. هذه ما تدخلك نار ما تدخلك جنة.
دخلك نار دخلك جنة إذا يعني هي
كذبت أنت.
لا إذا هي الروح القدس.
نعم.
إذا قلنا إنه ملائكة هو الروح القدس وطلعت هي الروح القدس نحن ما بنعلم فيها، تكون شغلة من يعني من علم الله، ونحن نقول عليها إنه هو ملائكة وتطلع يعني شغلة لملك رب العالمين أو قوته أو مدري شو. شوف يصير في شرك يعني.
شوف لو أن الروح القدس كانت شغلة ثانية لخبرنا الله بها تعالى. لكن الروح القدس أو ذاك هي هو جبريل عليه السلام. هو جبريل عليه السلام.
بس هيك يعني يصير الدين ما يفهم. أنا فهمت الدين على الطريقة المسيحية، يعني حسيته عن جد بيملأ القلب عن الحد. إنه مثلا يقول إنه الروح القدس يملأ لهذا الإنسان يصير يحكي ينطق كلام الله. بس هذا
كيف كلام الله؟
إنه مثلا النبي عليه الصلاة بس يجي بس يوحى القرآن ماشي.
يأتي جبريل
أيوة.
يلقنه القرآن.
أيوة.
يأتي له جبريل. كان يأتي في صورة بشر.
أول ما إجى عليه كان بالكهف.
كان بالكهف في
وقال
غار
له
حراء.
قال له
اقرأ.
قال أنا
ما أنا بقارئ.
أيوة.
قال اقرأ. قال ما أنا بقارئ. ثم ضمه. قال اقرأ. قال حتى فقرأ. لكن هذا ما يعني على أن الروح، تعرف هم اللي يقولوا النصارى أن تأتي روح فتحل فيه.
أيوة.
تحل فيه. لا هو هذا ما حل فيه. هو جاء كإنسان قال له اقرأ. قال له ما أنا بقارئ. اقرأ. قال له ما أنا بقارئ. قال له اقرأ. ثم ضم حتى كادت روحه صلى الله عليه وسلم تخرج منه. قال ما أقرأ. قال اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. هناك نطق يعني سأل. الروح الأمين. احنا نعرف على أنه لهذا نقول الروح الأمين هو جبريل عليه السلام، لأنه هو الذي نزل بالقرآن.
ليش ما يكون الروح الأمين هو اللابس جبريل؟ ليش
لا يا أخي
ما تقول تنزل الملائكة بالروح.
نو تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها، والروح زعما بينها.
لا في مش لا في آية ثانية تقول في آية ثانية تقول يعني في آية تقول والروح.
تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها. هذه أيوة. سورة القدر. سورة القدر.
في آية كمان تقول بالروح. تنزل الملائكة بالروح ومن أمرها. هذا تفسروها قال إنه الروح معناتها وحي. تنزل الملائكة بالوحي تبعت مو شرط.
لا الوحيد الذي يتنزل بالوحي هو جبريل عليه السلام، ومشهر فقط لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لجميع الأنبياء المختص بالوحي هو جبريل عليه السلام. كميكائيل مختص بالأمطار والهواء والريح وكذا. كعزرائيل مختص بملك الموت، أو ملك الموت الذي يسمى ملك الموت مختص بقبض الأرواح. كل ملك رضوان ملك الجنة، مالك ملك النار. هذه كلها ملائكة وكلها عنده دوره. فدور جبريل عليه السلام أنه يأتي بالوحي لجميع الأنبياء. مش فقط للإسلام، لجميع الأنبياء.
بس هي معجزة إنه بس ضمه. هو قال أنا ماني بقارئ بالأول.
نعم.
بعدين بس ضمه صار ينطق. هي معجزة.
لا
هو صارت معجزة صح؟ يعني
لا ما هي معجزة. هو
إذا ما عرف يقرأ.
لا. أنت شوف إيش قال له. قال له اقرأ. قال له ما أنا بقارئ. يعني أنا أنه ما أعرف القراءة. هو ما يعرف القراءة. قال له اقرأ. قال له أنا ما أنا بقارئ، يعني لا أعرف القراءة. فلما ضموا قال له اقرأ. قال له إيش أقرأ؟ فهم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. فهم علي؟ مش أنه لما ضموا صارت فيه الروح ثم صار ينطق. لا. هو يعني ما أنا بقارئ، يعني أنا لست إنسان أستطيع القراءة. أيوة. هو ما فهم أنه ردد ورائي. أيوة. ردد ورائي. فلما قال له إيش أقرأ، خلاص الآن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فهم. فلما قالوا إيش أقرأ، قالوا اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. هكذا.
وعيسى عليه السلام بس كان يحيي الموتى على أساس
بإذن الله. بإذن الله. نعم.
أيدناه بروح القدس.
أيدناه بالروح القدس.
روح القدس كان جبريل.
نعم.
أكيد إجا عشان يوحي
نعم.
لعيسى عليه السلام.
نعم.
بس هو بس كان يحيي الموتى. هي بإذن الله. بس
نعم.
بس كيف هي يعني هو إنه بروح القدس يقدر يعمل هي المعجزة. أنا هيك حسبت إنه المعجزات
نعم
بطريق روح القدس. إنه الملائكة كيف صارت الملائكة على شكل إنسان، رجع شكل إنسان.
الملائكة تستطيع تأتي على شكل إنسان. نعم، لأن جبريل كان يأتي على شكل إنسان.
أصله نور.
هي أصلها نوراني. لا، بإذن الله جل وعلا لا يعجزه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء.
بس بروح الله يعني.
شوف الله جل وعلا إذا شاء للملك أن يصير إنسان ويكون معنا في الأرض، الملك يصير إنسان ويكون معنا في الأرض.
بس هذا كيف يعطيه القوة أو يعطيه القدرة إنه يصير إنسان على شكل إنسان؟ كيف؟
الله جل وعلا هو الذي. الكيف لا أعلم، هذا خلق الله.
بس
الله
يعني بس مو الملائكة تنزل بالروح يعني. بس الله يرسل كل رسول كل رسول من عند الله كيف تأتيه يعني الوحي، كيف تأتيه كل هذول الشغلات؟
الله أعلم. شوف الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم اللي أخبرنا عن الوحي قال على أن الوحي أكثره عليه، يعني أكثر شدة عليه كالذي يأتي كرنين الجرس. كان يحس على أنه رنين الجرس في هذا، وكان يعرق ويتصبب عرقا وكذا. فهذا ثم كان في بعض المرات يأتيه جبريل في شكل إنسان، في شكل إنسان، ويقول له كذا وكذا وكذا. وكان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يأخذ ما قيل له. فاهم؟ لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به، إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآنه إن علينا بيانه إلى آخر الآيات. فالله كيف يوحي كيف يشاء. ما كان لبشر أن يكلمه الله إلا وحيا أو من وراء كتاب أو يبعث رسول أو يرسل رسولا.
بس يعني انا شيء يشرح لي كثير ايات بالدين انه يعني بس عرفت انه يعني عن طريق انا اسف عربيتي شوي ضعيفه،
ما في،
بس يعني عن طريق البايبل انه فهمت انه الروح القدس ما هي انه جبريل. صرت افهم القران اكثر انه مثلا
الروح القدس عند المسيحيين ما هي جبريل. نعم،
لا هي ما جبريل، هي تملأ الانسان مثلا.
نعم أنا فاهم عليك. أنا أفهم جيدا اللي يعنوا به اللي يعنوا به.
يعني ليش الواحد بيتوضا وليش بيترك الخمر ويترك الخنزير يترك شغلة النجسة؟ مو شان هذا رب العالمين يعني انه كيف يقول لك، يعني مثل انه يهوى، يعني انه يحبه يملأه بالروح القدس ويصير هذا الانسان اخلاقه ربانية.
لا احنا مش الروح القدس اللي يملأنا، الإيمان هو الذي يملأنا. إيمان بالله جل وعلا، والإيمان بالله يقتضي الإيمان بملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره. فاهم علي؟ هذا هو الذي يملأ القلب الإنسان، الإيمان. أما أن روح قدس يأتي ويملأك ثم كذا وكذا، كم من روح قدس هذا نقسمه للناس كلها؟ لا.
بس هي روح القدس تعمل معجزات. مثلا موسى عليه السلام يجي على صخرة ويقدر يتفشل صخرة، إنه هو بذيك الوقت صحيح من الإيمان كمان، بس كمان هي معجزة.
لا هذه معجزة. شوف المعجزات هي خوارق. هذه شوف، أنت كإنسان مؤمن تستطيع أن تدعو الله لشخص مريض مثلا، اللهم يا رب اشفي فلان، اللهم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اشفي فلان، اللهم يا قدوس يا سلام يا مؤمن يا مهيمن اشفي فلان. فالله جل وعلا يستمع لدعائك فيشفي فلان. هذه كرامة. فاهم علي؟ كرامة. أما المعجزة تكون شيء خارق، كأن عصا ميتة ما فيها حياة تصبح ثعبان حي، ثعبان يأكل جميع الأحبال والعصي اللي رماها. هذه معجزة، لأن من شيء ميت خلق شيء حي. هذه معجزة. لكن أنت مثلا دعوت لشخص وكذا وكذا وصار معه، فهذه مثلا هذه من كرامات أن الله جل وعلا أجرى كرامة على يديك، وهذه تكون للصالحين. ناس مقبولين الدعاء، يدعو الله فيستجيب الله لهم.
بس كمان يعني هلا برمضان بعرف انه الله يتنزل باخر شو؟ الله
ما يتنزل. نحن نقول لا نقول على أن الله ينزل إلى السماء الدنيا نزولا يليق بجلاله، وهذا مش في رمضان، هذا في كل ليلة، على أن في الثلث الأخير من الليل أن الله تعالى ينزل إلى السماء الدنيا نزولا يليق بجلاله. الكيف لا نعرفه، نجهله، لكن هل ينزل ربنا. ليش؟ لأنه هو القائل. أما في رمضان كذلك فهذه في كل الليالي في رمضان أو خارج رمضان.
هلا بس الله يتخذ من كان يتخذ من الرسل خليل صح؟
نعم.
هي الخلة أنا بعرف يهود كيف بيحكوا شو اسمها بالإنجليزي covenant. شو معنى covenant؟
الكوفننت هي الكوفننت هي ميثاق.
أخذنا ميثاق هون.
الميثاق هو كوفننت.
هلا تذكر.
نعم الميثاق هو كوفننت.
يعتبروه كأن مثل الزواج. هي مو زواج بس إنه فيها كونتراكت مثل الكوفننت. هي مثل الكونتراكت صح؟
شو اتخذ الله إبراهيم خليلا. يعني الخلة أكثر من الصحبة، أكثر من الرفقة. الخلة يعني واتخذ الله كذلك محمد خليل.
صح.
نعم. فصلى الله عليه وعلى نبينا إبراهيم عليه الصلاة والسلام. فالله جل وعلا يتخذ، لكن مش أي إنسان، هو يصطفي.
يعني هلا الواحد
الله يصطفي من الملائكة رسلا ومن الناس، فتبقى الاصطفاء بيد الله تعالى، هو يصطفي من يشاء.
لكن كيف هلا قدر يحكي مع موسى من الشجرة؟
لا شوف الآن الشجرة ما كانت تحترق، لأنها كلما ازدادت النار هذاك ازدادت الشجرة خضرة. الشجرة ما احترقت كلما ازدادت هذا. لكن الله خاطب موسى الآن أنت لما تكون على جوالك وأنا على جوالي ونتحاكى، أنت في الجوال وأنا في الجوال أم هو فاهم؟ فالله ما كان يلزم أن رب العزة يكون في النار عشان يكلم موسى.
هو ما كان بالنار، بس قصدي إذا فهمت على طريق إنه حط الروح القدس على هي الشجرة.
لا هو وكلم الله موسى تكليما، مو الروح القدس. الله هو الذي كلم موسى تكليما.
بيكلموا عن الروح القدس مو هي
لا كلمه تكليم. كلمه وكلم الله موسى تكليما. كلمه الله، كلم موسى. هذه ما فيها يعني لا عن طريق الروح القدس أو عن طريق أي ملاك ثاني، بل الله جل وعلا هو اللي كلمه.
ماشي. هلا إذا الواحد ما كان عنده رب، يعني كان
ايثيست نعم، ملحد.
كيف لكن بده يحس بوجود رب العالمين؟ إذا هلا الله علمه الوضوء، علمه انه هي الخله، انه وكمان انه قلبه يتعلق بالمسجد.
شوف الانسان ليعرف الله لازم ينظر الى صناعة نفسه، كيف ان الله خلقه فصوره فعدله في احسن صورة ما ركبه. فاهم؟ هذه الاشياء كلها. جعل له قلب، جعل له عينين يبصر بها، جعل له آذان يسمع بها، جعل له قلب ينبض بدون لو أن ذاك القلب يأمر الله جل وعلا يسكت خلاص يفنى هذا الإنسان. يعني مجرد شيء الكلى تقف عن تصفية كذا يفنى هذا الإنسان، الكبد كذلك. يعني هذا فشوف أن خلق الله، يعني الإنسان لم يأتي كذا شعثا كذا يعني من هذا. فالله جل وعلا هو خالق كل شيء، خلق الإنسان فصوره فأحسن صورته، وجعل له آذان وجعل له عيون وأعطاه. فلو الإنسان رأى نعم الله عليه، وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها، لو يشوف الإنسان النعم التي أنعم الله بها عليه ما يكفر به.
أكيد
ما يكفر به. شوف الله خلق الكون هذا، خلق الشمس والأرض. فلو أن الأرض تنحت فقط قيد أنملة عن الشمس لاحترق العالم، قيد أنملة. لكن الله جعلها في مسرى وفي مجرى تجري دون ما يتداخل بينهما، وتبقى هذه كما هي. فسبحان الله العظيم. يعني هذا الخلق وهذا
إذا ما مسك السماء
خلق نعم هو الذي رفع السماوات بلا عمد ترونها شوف احنا نشوف ها هي السماء، ها هي السماء نراها، لكن بلا عمد. وين هما؟
بس انا هي
انا بدي اسالك سؤال، انت سالتني اسئله كثيره، اسال
انا
كثيره.
كنت اوصل لفكره.
انا
بس
انا الذي اريد، انا اريدك ان تاخذ شهادتك، ان تعلن الشهاده وتكون مسلم وتصلي لربنا جل وعلا. والله ثم بالله ما في شيء إلا أن الله هو واحد أحد، لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يتخذ ولد ولم يكن له شريك في الملك، هو خلق كل شيء وكذا. فوالله ثم والله هذه الدنيا إلى زوال، وأنت غدا ستقف أمام الله جل وعلا. فلا يا أخي، إيش اسمك الكريم؟ طارق. فلا تضيع وقتك بلا كذا أو كذا أو كذا. يا أخي انطق الشهادة معي، اشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. سامحني أكمل.
ما في مشكلة.
اشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول
بس
الله.
أنا أصلا يعني قلت لك يعني أنا عندي نص الإيمان بالإسلام، يعني أخذ شهادتي وبصلي ما عندي مشكلة. بس أنا عندي هي إنه الفهم غير عن الفهم الإسلامي، إنه جبريل هو
لا يا أخي،
لا،
حتى لأنك أنت في الأول قلت لي أنك عندك نصف مسيحي ونصف إسلام.
شو هو النصف؟ إنه جبريل ما هو، أنا
لا
بحس إنه هاي الشرك.
لا
الروح القدس هو إله، بس أنا أحس إنه
لا، هم عند النصارى يا أخي الروح القدس إله، الروح القدس عندهم إله. نعم. لا، لكن أنت الآن لما تقول أنت لما تقول أنا الروح القدس ليس عندي، هذا يا أخي تكذيب تكذيب بالقرآن، تكذيب بكذا. أنت الآن إيش فيها لو أن أنت الآن تبني شوف، تبني يعني تقول أنا لو قلت لي من قبل أنا لو أشوف على أن الله كذا في الآخرة ربما يقول لي شوف يعني ليش الروح القدس ربما كان كذا أو كذا. لا يا أخي شوف، الروح القدس هو جبريل، وأقسم لك بالله العلي العظيم أن الروح القدس هو جبريل، وهو الروح الأمين، وهو الروح، وهو الملك. ذكر في القرآن باسمه، وذكر بالروح الأمين، وذكر بالروح القدس، وذكر بالروح. هذه 4. ذكر جبريل في سورة البقرة، وذكر بالروح في سورة ليلة القدر في سورة القدر، وذكر في المائدة بالروح القدس، وذكر بالروح الأمين كذلك.
بس هو ملائكة،
هو ملائكة
عنه اسمه.
لا، هو اسم الروح القدس، إنما هو ملك من ملائكة الرحمن.
عن المسيحي.
نعم هو ما
هذا شيء ثاني، انه هذا لابس.
الله يرضى عليك، هذا اللي فيه. ما هو
بس الدين المسيح انه يلبسون الروح القدس.
هم يقولوا لا، هم يقولون على
يعني ينطوا ويرقصوا.
ايه انا اشوفهم هم يقولون على ان الروح القدس، لا انا اتحداهم دائما. هم يقولوا على ان الروح القدس لما يتلبسهم ينطقون باي لغه،
ينطقون كلام الله.
يقول لك باي لغه، ينطقون باي لغه. انا اتحداهم، اقول لهم انا ما عندي، لا انا ما عندي، لا هم يقولون هذا. انا ما عندي روح قدس، أنا مسلم، ما يلبسني روح قدس ولا أي شيء. أتكلم 5 لغات أتكلمها صحيح. خلاص أنا أتكلم بال5 لغات. هيا خاطبوني بال5 لغات، ما يستطيعون. يقول إيه ما
ما يلبسون الروح القدس. إنه كذب
يا أخي، كذب. أيوة نعم، كذب هراء. تعرف على أنه في رسائل بولس على أنه إذا حل بك تستطيع أن تشرب السم وتلدغك الأفاعي وكذا وما يصير معك، نعم، وما يصير معك شيء،
قصص إنه أمهات قدرت تشيل سيارة، مو هي من روح
يا أخي هذه. شوف أنا أجي الحين أقول لك، أعطيك قصة وأكون لك قصة وأضرب لك ضرب من الخيال وكذا ويكون على أن هذا أقول لك أن هذا من وحي من كذا. وأنا شوف يا أخي الخرافات هذه والخزعبلات وكذا. فالإنسان يملأ.
لكن هي عن لباس الروح القدس في بالقرآن في شغلة ثانية تقول هي على ليلة رمضان هن لباس لكم على الأزواج هن لباس
لكم وأنتم لباس لهن.
هلا هي اللباس أنا بعرفه بالعربي إنه أنا عربيتي صحيح ضعيف إنه أنا عايش ببريطانيا طول عمري.
نعم.
صحيح بعرف عربي بس هي عن طريق أمي وأهلي إنه
نعم.
هن إجوا من بعد
نعم. نعم.
يعني عربيتي ضعيفة.
نعم.
بعرفه بالقرآن كون أنا إنه دارسه لحالي وهيك هيك بعرف بدرسه. بس انه اللباس انا بعرف انه الجن يلبس انه روح القدس يلبس هي نفس
لا شوف هي شوف هي مثلا الروح أتت بأنه هو القرآن في القرآن. الروح أتى بأنه هو القرآن. اللمس أتى بأنه هو الجماع. واللمس هي أنا لمستك الآن، لكن لامس هي جامع، يعني الإنسان جامع أهله. هذه هن لباس لكم وأنتم لباس لهن، يعني للجماع وكذا. لأن بقية الآية هن لباس لكم وأنتم لباس لهن. هذه في سورة البقرة، خليني أتذكر لأنها جت في آيات الصيام. هي في آيات الصيام، جت من وراء آيات الصيام. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. هن لباس لكم وأنتم لباس لهم. علم الله أنكم كنتم تختانون أنفسكم فعفى عنكم فالآن باشروهن وابتغوا ما كتب الله لكم. فاهم؟ يعني هن لباس، يعني هما غطاء لكم وأنتم غطاء لهن. علم الله أن ما مش هذا يقدر يعني الإنسان يكون مع أهله يعني كذا. فعلم الله أنكم كنتم تختانون أنفسكم فتاب عليكم فالآن باشروهن، يعني المعاشرة الزوجية. فباشروهن وابتغوا ما كتب الله لكم. يعني إيش ابتغوا ما كتب الله لكم؟ يعني الأولاد، الذرية هي فابتغوا ما كتب الله لكم.
هي الخلة اللي مع زوجتك بس تكون يعني هي الخلة
صاحبة. نعم.
هي يعني ليش ما هي الخلة تساوي انه اللباس على شكل لباس، انه انت تكون ما يقولوا والله يتعلق المسلم قلبه بالجامع، مو هن بيتعلق قلوبهم بالنساء او عرفت كيف؟ يعني
لا هذه مش اللباس اللي انت انا فاهم عليك. انت جعلتها كما كالذي يتلبسه يعني الجني وكذا. أيوة. يصير ينطق ويفعل اشياء. لا مش هكذا. مش ذاك النوع. هن لباس لكم وانتم لباس لهن.
بس أنا بعرف في حديث عن الرسول قال إنه هو يصير عيونك ويصير إيديك رب العالمين.
لا
هي نوع من الخلة إنه إذا هو دائما معك وتحسه معك، إنه يعني هذا الوجود تحسه إنه الوجود فيك هي وعيونك.
لا هو الله جل وعلا. هذا حديث قدسي أنت اللي تتكلم عنه، حديث قدسي. أن الإنسان إذا أطاع الله، هو على أي حال، أن الإنسان إذا أطاع الله وإذا كذا وكذا وكذا.
الله مع الصابرين هيك كيف؟
لا أنه إذا أطاع الله ثم كذا وكذا وأدى فرائضه وأدى ما قدم الله، الله يصبح هو يده التي يبطش بها ورجله التي يمشي بها وعينه التي يبصر بها. وهذا يعني هذا أن الله يجعل لك هذه من الكرامات. أن الله جل وعلا يجعلك في كذا، فتصبح أنت تشوف ما الناس الآخرين لا يبصرونه. يعني الله يفتح عليك فتحات، تصير أنت تبصر ما الناس ما لا يبصرونه. لا ما يخلى الله جل وعلا.
وصح يصلي.
شوف الله جل وعلا لما أخبرنا عن الخلة أخبرنا أنه اتخذ إبراهيم خليلا. والرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لو كنت متخذا أحدا من الأخلاء لاتخذت أبا بكر إلا أن الله اتخذني خليلا. فاهم؟ فالخلة هذه احنا بعيدين عن نحن نتعبد إلى الله ونتقرب إليه وكذا وكذا.
شو جزانا؟ مو انه يكون معنا وانه يكون
لا
يعني
الله معنا، الله
كيف
معنا.
ينصرنا بدون روح القدس؟ كيف؟
لا شفت الآن أنت ترجع دائما إلى المسيحية، الروح القدس، ما ترجع إلى هذا.
أحس هي قوة إنه
لا هي تعرف هذول في بعض المسيحيين الذين يقولون على أنها هي الحكمة ويزدم، في من يقول هي الباور، هي القوة، لكن مو هذا. احنا تكلمنا عن الروح القدس وانا بينت لك ايش الروح القدس وايش هو. لكن الروح القدس اللي احنا الله ما يؤيدنا بالروح القدس، ما يؤيدنا بالروح القدس.
احنا ليش نتوضا؟ ليش عم نتوضا؟ ليش عم نطهر حالنا؟ ليش عم اذا جسدنا ليش يصير طاهر؟ جسدنا نحن جسدنا يصير طاهر اذا ما يعني اذا ما يمتلئ بالروح القدس او ينلبس بشيء. هلا ليش نحن بس نكون طاهرين؟ يعني الخلق يحبنا، مو هيك انه يقولوا اذا كنتوا دائما على وضوء الخلق يحبكم. يعني مثلا زوجتك تحبك انت صرت طاهر اكثر، عندك فطره اكثر.
لا يعني شوف
يعني انا احس انه هي الخله دخل امر روحاني. صح؟
لا شوف
انه توها نفسك، واحد يقول والله هذا يعني عرفت كيف؟
لا شوف الله جل وعلا، الله جل وعلا طهر، الله جل وعلا يقول على أن الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول في حديث الطهور شطر الإيمان. الطهور يعني الوضوء، الغسل، كذا، هذا شطر الإيمان. لأن الإنسان لما توقف أمام الله جل وعلا، فأنت الآن أعطيك مثال، أنت الآن لو يستدعيك ملك من الملوك لتقابله حتتطهر صحيح؟ وتلبس أحسن ما عندك، أحسن ما عندك وتتعطر وكذا. ليش؟ لأنك حتقابل، فأنت حتقابل ملك الملوك. أنت لما تقوم إلى الصلاة تقف بين يدي من؟ بين يدي الله، بين يدي الله. فالواجب عليك أنك تتطهر لهذا المقام، فأنت تتطهر.
بس هذا بس الصلاة. ليش الواحد لكن إذا تضل على الوضوء الخلق يحبه والله يحبه أكثر؟
الإنسان هذاك الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا يحافظ على الوضوء إلا مؤمن. المؤمن دائما يكون
يجعل له نور، إنه بوجهه يطلع له يجي له نور هيك.
شوف إذا أنت بتصلي وتعبد الله حق عبادته وكذا وكذا، الله يجعل لك نور. الله جل وعلا نور السماوات والأرض، هو يجعل. أنت الآن أنت تعرف في دعاء لما تكون في المسجد، اللهم اجعل لي نورا، اللهم اجعل من بين نورا، اللهم اجعل من أمامي نورا ومن خلفي نورا وعن يميني نورا عن شفيري نورا ومن أمامي نورا ومن بيني نورا وفي قلبي نورا، لا وفي قلبي نورا وكذا، واجعل لي نورا. هذه الإنسان تحافظ على الصلوات الخمس وتحافظ على كذا وكذا، الله جل وعلا يجعل لك نور.
القرآن بلوح محفوظ،
القرآن كذلك نور،
نزل مع النور.
لا القرآن هو نور وفي شفاء وكل شيء.
كله يعني كله يجعل هذا انه الروح القدس يعني انزله هو معه للقرآن، هو يحمي.
لا اللي حافظ القرآن هو الله جل وعلا، هو الله جل وعلا، ما الروح القدس ولا أي واحد. الله جل وعلا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون. من نحن؟ الله جل وعلا. الله جل وعلا يتكلم بصيغة الجمع، إنا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون. الله جل وعلا هو الحافظ للذكر، مش أي واحد ثاني.
يعني أنا هلا نسيت كنت بدي أحكي إنه it's fine. إيه والله نسيت شوي شو كنا عم نحكي؟
والله ما كنا نحكي
عن النور، أنزل النور. كنا نحكي على إنه يعني يبين إذا هي كيف واحد يجعل نورا. شرحت لك هيك.
أنا شرحت لك.
من الإيمان.
نعم من الإيمان. في القرآن يقول يسعى نورهم بين أيديهم يوم القيامة. الذين يأتون الذين يأتون المساجد في الظلمات، يعني في صلاة الصبح، في صلاة الصبح هذا يجعل لهم الله نور يوم القيامة إلى غير ذلك. فالإنسان يعني شوف الوضوء، لأن علاش؟ لأن الوضوء يطهرك من الذنوب.
ايوه
تعرف الوضوء يطهر من الذنوب، فالإنسان لو يحافظ على الوضوء يتوضأ وكذا وكذا بيصير مطهر من الذنوب. والإنسان إذا تطهر من الذنوب زال منه السواد، فتراه مضيء وكذا. فاهم؟
ايه ماشي يا شيخ. يعني هلا ما اعرف كيف انت تقسم لي انه جبريل هو الروح القدس.
أنا أقسمت لك على أن جبريل هو الروح القدس.
حروح على البيت وافكر كل شيء اللي حكيناه، وان شاء الله يعني اجي بالكونكلوجن عن كل هذول ان شاء الله.
إن شاء الله.
انت تريدني يعني
أنا أريدك أن تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
أنا أشهد
وأن
لا
محمد
إله إلا الله.
رسول
أشهد
الله.
لا.
خلاص.
بس انه جبريل هي القصه
لا
بيفكر فيها.
أنا قلت لك وأنت روح وفكر، وأنا يوم الأحد تلقاني هنا. خلاص. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام. الله أكبر.
Yeah, either next week after. Yeah. What was the conversation?
You got it
A
like
long one. Oh, I'm live. In Arabic. He says that he is half. He's all over the place. He's so. Yeah, it's all in Arabic.
But there are certain things which I like. It's still got like.
Is a role, and some people say wisdom, some other people say power. You asked me the same question. They asked you know, I said to him to worship.
Think about it, for example,
No, I said to him to worship. I didn't move from it because I said to him, who designed it? Who created it?
too many. But we're still spending it. We think we're spending. There is anyone who say nothing. No. But we want to know what.
I said, but you are not in need of
Then I don't care.
worship. You are in need of
So I'm trying to put it in there. In terms of religious services, I can only get to the how do I can only get to the destination. It's like, for example,
You know why I called him?
right now,
Because he's an engineer and you
there are
are
so many people, like you say, who accepted God, pray, find out, follow everything.
you are for the PhD.
But from what you're saying, they go right? So they, yeah, okay. So the only reason of, going in, like getting into a journey of a religion is so that you go in heaven. So it's never like worldly stuff. In terms of, what I mean by that is, it's never like, let's say, I pray 5 times a day and I read the Quran and I follow everything that's on the. It's not going to stop me from everyone's going to die.
That means it's not because you prayed or not prayed or because this or because that. They are even atheists think they have a head.
So it's just that I need to get, like, I'm gonna have to get into that journey just so if I do that today, I go to heaven. That's what, if, you know what I mean?
We worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He deserves to be worshipped. We don't worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He's in need of our worship. Yeah? I think that's what we were thinking. We don't worship Allah because He is in need of our worship. I will get to that. Because He deserves to be worshipped. Like, for example, if you have big hand in your life, example, and me, I'm the only person who has medicine. If you give me medicine, put them in your eyes, it's very well. What will you do?
Oh, you, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Did you help?
Because they need something.
Yeah.
Think about it. Me, I give you everything you deserve, thank you. What about the one who made your life? You deserve more. You deserve more. What about the one who get him in his hand in any time? What about the one who is reading his book, eating his potato, his food, not potato, and then you can do them. Taking over your body before they learn. They did what they did to punish the owner. But you eating drinking my water, and you eating my food, and you are on the safety and the moment you want to go. That means why?
Of course I understand. What I can't get my head around is you're not in control. Are you busy?
Huh?
Are you busy?
No, just
Oh yeah, of course, of
I will
course.
put my camera on. I don't know. They stopped.
What I mean,
You stopped. Okay, okay.
I'm any religion,
Okay.
not just this.
Yeah.
What I mean is, I don't know. I was just asking. It's not a nice question to ask because obviously I don't believe in anything that's been done. Obviously, that's good for going to be responsible, right? Because you're not in control of it, right? And that's the thing. It's hard to get into the
You need the mic for the line.
But that's the thing, like, I find it hard to believe. I don't know. In the Quran it says
Die non-Muslim, your faith is finished. There is two things for you in the if you die non-Muslim. If you have a full Islam and you didn't accept heart, there is no way for you to do it. If you, for example, let's say you read about Islam in the Quran, from the you will have another case. This is just yes. Then if you pass the case in the paradise, you will pass the case in the but in this moment, for example, I think we get a lot of information. You know, when you see that you see there is a problem, I mean, there is no help for you. Do you think that this will come? I'm coming from Nigeria, man. You miss each other. Yeah? You were going, you were like, I don't know. Like these people who they come across, they see the Quran and they don't want to take it. Don't we want to pay a 16p? Just take it, read it, make it sense, accept it, make it sense. Yeah. At least you can go to take your creation. That's the data don't
it's not that, brother. It's just that I've never read the Quran. And obviously you're telling me stuff. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm saying I want to do my own, like I want to read it myself and then find my answers to that myself, because I'm still not fully convinced about everything we spoke about. So I want to find out myself. So
that's why for you Islam is a journey.
100%.
It's a journey. It's not today and everything is finished today. You have all your life to do with it. Yeah? That's why if you accept Islam today, you have at least you have pure paradise. You die, the person is died like if you see that, you will say, like example, when you get on the boat, you yourself will say, no, I will kill this man once. You didn't say that I have to read.
But then,
you didn't say that I read instruction how the boat is working.
Okay.
Yeah? How which way
but
you
let's say I give you
think about it, you think then, which destination will you go?
But then, if that 5-minute one has holes in it, I don't want to get into it. I can wait. No, I'm not telling you. I'm talking about the phone. Let's say I give you 2 phones. One with full receipt, if it breaks, you got like insurance, whatnot, everything. And then I give you another phone. I don't know, which one you're going to take. I don't know. I want to think about it. I know, I understand, of course, but it's just the fact I'm not fully convinced with it. But thank you so much. Thank you so much.
But my advice to you, sister, I told you before, you in Islam, even boyfriend and girlfriend, with Muslim or non-Muslim, is not so many things, Shaitan make nice today, but tomorrow when you will have big problem. Let's say, for example, let's say he's not Muslim, and you have children with him, and you tell him to children, there is Allah, you have to pray. You tell them, no, there is no God, there is Jesus in God. See how much big confusion it will be even for children. Think about last life is 8 years old maximum. I will not reach 80 for eternal hellfire, eternal paradise. Okay? Remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who does that, the one who provides for you, the one who gives you the thing. Then if he is the one, marriage it will come, it will come. Okay? Marriage it will come. Do the thing, do it in halal. Marriage, fix the thing. Then, for example, if you want God to bless him to be a good husband for you, this thing, you have to do it in his way. If you do it in your way, how will you make him bless? You understand? Then if he's a bad person, he behaves badly with you, then don't blame God, blame yourself because you are the one who did it in your way. But if you do it in a creative way, for example, for him, if you marry a Muslim, for example, he will tell you, no, you should wear hijab, you should do the thing. He will never tell you what to do. For example, if you go with showing your legs, he will tell you not to. There is alcohol to drink.
I still do respect your religion, all due respect. I tell her wear the hijab, I tell her pray. Sometimes she misses prayers. I tell her go do your prayers. I tell her don't wear revealing clothes. I do with all due respect, I do respect a fellow religion, but I would never disrespect her. I do tell ask her.
Yeah, but even when you say it, for example, me, if my wife she wants to do without hijab, for example, she wants to do have a way to do it. But you see, even if you don't respect your religion, but if you want to go, you let it go.
That's do I have control over her?
That's different. Me, for example, I will.
Us humans don't have control over fellow humans.
No, that's not true. The government of England control you 100% in every single thing.
But they're not God.
Huh?
They're not God. They're not created.
You talk about human. You didn't talk about God. We're not talking about God. You said we're human. We have no control in human. That's why you use the government.
That's because you
are human. And they control
but then
you.
that's when you, your brother here said, if it's your choice whether to follow it or not. If you don't follow it, you get punished. So, no, of course. But I still don't disrespect her. I don't tell her like not to do any of these things. No, I tell her to do these things.
It is very different. You say a woman, Christian woman in front of me, but sorry, sister, I have intention to have sex with her. It would be nice. Everything I would say, no, Christianity, all I read, private time. Because I want what I want, and when you finish, you tell hell, you and your Bible. You see, think, because who ensure her that you're doing the same thing? Keep saying no. Who ensure her that you're doing the same thing? But look different. Me like a Muslim, when she heard me saying the thing about Islam, she knows that I fear God, I fear the Creator. While you have nothing to fear. That means everything is from my heart.
So I have no rights of saying anything to her if I'm not Muslim, basically. Right?
I didn't say that.
Because up until now, I haven't asked to have sex with her. Sorry? She said no, it's not, it's not allowed. I never up until now asked. I don't want to until when she's comfortable. If that's after marriage, that's perfectly fine with me. But if you think, no, I'm not saying you are, if that's why I'm saying being all nice to her, because I respect it, up until now, we've been dating for 4 years now, up until now, not a single time have I asked. Yes. So it's never for the sex.
Did they use that like a criteria?
Of course not, but that's an example you said, like.
I said, if I want something from that woman, okay, for example, they have the money who, let's say, for example, they have a project, and they want that project to finish. They have some reviews in. He will do anything to make it nice until the project is done. Okay. And the story is finished. But I'm saying to you, the huge thing is different is here. Me, for example, if she wants to research I will have to sleep outside. Okay. Yeah. When I was told about it, she knows that what I'm saying is coming from my heart, deeply from my heart, because I have found my creator. Yeah. Why you don't have that?
So am I supposed to physically, like, how am I supposed to physically do these things to her? Like, say the things like okay. That's the thing, but he fears God, so he's telling you. But does that mean you are gonna start fearing God as well as soon as he tells you? Because he's using words to tell you. He's telling. Why is it different with fire diary? Obviously, because he fears God, so he's like if he tells you it's different. Okay. But then are you gonna follow that though, just because someone else said it? Obviously, but exactly. He's reminding you, but you don't. Are you gonna listen? No, not that. I'm saying in general. Like if he tells you something that you're doing, let's say you drink, and he tells you not to drink, are you gonna suddenly just listen and not do it? Just because.
Like say I know
Okay.
you know how you get carried away.
Okay.
If someone comes to me and reminds me, oh, this is what's gonna happen to you, this is why I know, oh wait, I don't want to do this.
How is that different from me saying it?
Because you're saying it out of this understand ins and outs of shit.
So all I need to is just to learn about these things and tell you, right?
Coming from a different place, you go,
Okay.
You will say to her, don't drink the responsibility of religion. Unfortunately, me, I would want to have, I would not force physically, but I would want to have, I would stay even 2 hours talking about it, try to tell her not do it. You would not do that. That would be,
But then the thing is, when I started dating her, she was out. She wasn't within the religion at all. Ever since then, for the past 2 years now, she doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke anymore. She prays. She obviously she's starting to follow everything, and that's because I worked hard for not 2 hours, 2 years. So does that mean like that? That means I still do. But we still got to the end goal at the end though. I tried 2 years. I'm not talking about general. I'm talking about specifically her. I tried 2 years. If I wanted something specific, I would have tried. I told her twice, 2 times, and went off.
yeah, but you say for example, why you did that?
Because I love her. I don't want her to do that. And I respect her religion. Obviously, her religion says not to do that. So I don't want her doing stuff like that. But that's where you're going to be like, her religion also says not to marry outside, like someone who's not Muslim. But that's the thing. I don't say it in terms of like, oh my God, I don't do it. But I do it because I respect her health. Yeah, drinking, it's not good things.
I have a sensation that you are not Christian. You are Christian.
Pardon?
Are you Christian?
I'm no. See, my
That's
background
why
is Christian.
I got him before he said that I thought that he was Christian. That's why I was Christian. But now it's come out that he's not.
The only reason why I said that because my background is my mom and dad are Christians. But me specifically, at one point in life, I didn't believe in anything. I went to mosque with friends. I went to temple because I'm Indian, right? So I went to temple. I went to church. Even then, nothing helped me. But once I started, like there was a time where at really hard times, I was praying to who I could. Not Jesus, because I don't see him as God, the Lord, right? And things started getting better for me. And that's exactly why I started believing in that. Not because I read the scriptures or I follow what's going on. Only because that things started getting better for me when I was praying and following stuff of that specific God. I'm not someone who believes in multiple gods. Exactly. That's why when people say, "Oh,
You don't believe in any religion?
no," the only person like when I'm going through tough times, and I'm like, I pray within myself, and it happens goes the right way, then yeah.
The right way. But if you believe in a creator, one creator, how you know what that creator will do?
I don't understand that. What's the
Believe. Creator creates you. You abandon the creator. Or this creator creates you. Give you instruction. Which one? There is not a third one. There is none. Look, you will not find a third one. You said there is a third one. How do you know that he is him? One. Second one, how do you know that he is? You run away, how much you want, you will find that there is much their religion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave fully religion to accept Islam. And they fulfill that the Quran is impossible to that God. You can really actually prove to me that the Quran is good from God, I will leave Islam. Prove to me that the Quran is good from God, I will leave Islam now. No. You see the Quran, I just
and you can prove that it is from God.
I give you criteria. Can you apply that criteria to the Bible, to the book of atheists, to the book of Vedas, to the Hindu, Buddhist?
No, an atheist Bible. Just say, okay.
You can apply that criteria to all religions. All religions, they will fail, and you will fail.
Okay.
Yeah?
So sorry, so we are. What time is it now? We have 10 minutes. Okay, good. But yeah, like you said.
Can prove to me that the Quran is good from God. But typically they tried thousands of times. Okay? This is not simple and fast. Even for example, if you see media, when something happened, white man did something, people do. When, because his name is Muhammad Mustafa, he did something, why they do that? Because it's like Islam comes from waste. That makes you gambling, interest, activity. And this is benefiting us collectively and individually. Now, people they have banks, they have casinos.
So now they run a business.
Islam comes to protect drug, alcohol. They think that way, they harm us and individually.
Where'd you get a roof done, mate?
Otherwise, they will ignore it, like for example, Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity. Why? They ignore these people. They compromise, they compromise. You want to do bank, do hard, you want to get me. You want to do what go. All of them they go with it. Islam shows that you say. Okay? You want to do that means if you come in this thing to goodness, your life is just place I think that's not I don't know why you do that. I used to give me strong one.
I believed in what I believed. I believe there is someone.
Must be like one.
Convincing you that I'm not created as giving you this idea. You talk about that. With all the respect, I'm not.
Yeah, of course.
Same thing about the Quran. Why not from, for example, you have the answer to do that. How many support? Too many.
Red Bull, yeah. I told her not to drink Red Bull. Is it only here you guys are? Because I'm actually from Tuesday. Yeah. But I do come here every weekend.
Just to go have head straight day. Other brother, you see where is horizon?
Yeah.
There is other they come from.
I want to speak to him specifically.
They are no brother. They are about the brother. Like cheating. I don't know. You can.
No, I did come here every weekend, so it's okay.
If you send me for me, you find that I can give you my number. When you feel it, the next, I want to talk to someone. I can arrange you online, something online like that.
Amazing. Yeah. Do you want to give me yours or can I give it? Yeah.
Because I want you to be free.
Okay.
I don't want to say, oh, I give you my number.
No.
When you feel it, when you feel that you want to talk, you can text inshallah, I will try to arrange for you someone who is more knowledgeable inshallah. But still you can give me from one of his opinion. Something solid. Not desire. Not desire something strong. Like for example, look, if you told me why you're not Christian, why you don't accept Christians, why you don't accept I can give you one, two, three.
Welcome to London.
I can't accept Christianity because you don't have any single evidence of it. First one. Jesus never told me to follow. He also told me the Bible what they told me. There is one test, there is no evidence that it is good. That's why you can see when we read Bible, there is places they are black. Written in black, text written in red. Have you noticed that? Yeah. Check.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Facebook, they say this is the word of Jesus. In black, they say this.
Oh wow, okay. I don't know about that, but I'll take a look.
They believe in it, like a word of God, plus they say they believe both of them, and they see those in the black piece, the black thing they will believe like it's the word of God. Why believe you are not sure that it's the word of God? Plus the red one don't have a single evidence that it's from God. And the word that you see, he never said that it's God. Like for example, you come to me today and you told me, you never told me that I'm God and you prove you're God. And Jesus said in the Bible, he said that you can punish Israel. But these people, they believe.
That's no problem. But as I said, this life is a short life. If you've got that in your heart, it's not. You know, all it takes to be a Muslim. You know what all it takes? You say the testimony. I bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except God, and that Muhammad is His messenger. That's all it takes for you to be a Muslim.
So is it right if I can
Of course, it's all right.
could I give like a donation or
No. If you want, but you must.
I don't have like card.
Yeah, you can.
Allah will show us the budget.
Yeah, give him a bag. But I sincerely would like you to take your shahada.
It's something that I've like always thought about.
Okay. Akum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Look, repeat after me. I'll say it in Arabic. Say it after me. Go. Read the
I
Quran.
can't do that. No.
You can't.
I can, but I don't know. I feel like there's a right time for me to like. Not
You
like
know,
the right time,
you know,
but
you
when I
know.
I'm ready.
There is no right time or bad time. There isn't this.
I
You know
get
when
that as
you
well,
know
that's why.
you know when guidance comes to you, just accept it. You know that's the correct thing to do. Just accept it, brother. Don't let it. Don't let it. Sorry, it's this machine is. How much, brother?
10.
10. Thank you very much. Thank you, yeah. Very kind of you. Take care. And I hope that I'm here every Friday and Sunday. So come whenever.
Local, but like I come here every now and again. So
Okay, so if you come here, please pop by and see us, yeah?
I'll let you know.
Thank you, yeah. Take care. No problem.
This brother from US is and we just be like having a look
Which one is yellow? Do you mind? Do you mind? No problem.
Because they are being called for it. So those are one of the things, and I think the confusion lies in the type of leaders that are teaching Islam. I don't know the names, but he told me that there's like 2 different types. And one is the right one and one is the wrong one. And because I'm not Muslim and I don't know the culture and I don't know the religion, I just have to be listening like, okay, what are you talking about?
What a good thing is that when you want to do your study group and look at the Quran, you're only going to see one version of Islam. You will only see one version. So what you're referring to is Sunni and Shia, and there were 2 divides of Islam.
Okay.
So Sunni is just normal mainstream Islam. Like it constitutes like something like 90% of Islam. It's the mainstream. Shia Islam, it was a political movement initially, and then they broke away and they started to change some creedal differences as well. But essentially, when you're looking at Islam, you're going to look at mainstream Sunni Islam, going to the Quran as the main book, and then looking at the teachings, the actions, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which is like mentioned in the Sunnah, which is Bukhari and some other books that are compiled about how he implemented the Quran essentially. So when you look at that, you'll see, okay, this is just normal mainstream Islam. Whatever people say against it, people will say everything against Islam, you know. For example, when you're looking at Christianity, there will be different divisions within Christianity, and others call others heretics, and others call others, they're doing a fallacy, they're doing a heresy, they're doing this stuff. That happens from religion. What you want to do is judge the religion based on its book and its creed. So if you pick up the Bible, you say, okay, this is what to believe in. If you come to that, if you come to understanding of Trinity from reading the Bible, that's your prerogative. If you come to understanding of not believing Trinity, that's your prerogative. But in Islam, we have one way, and that is a simple way. The Quran and the Sunnah, you will understand it, and you'll say, okay, this is the one way that God has shown us. It's not like Christianity, it's not like Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism.
My question is, Islam in Saudi different from Islam in Africa?
In Africa?
Yes.
I'm not as familiar with Islam in Africa, but what you have to recognize is that some people mix their culture with religion. So when you mix that, it's acceptable to a certain degree. So for example, if you have some cultural norms, which is like for example, you wear a certain type of jacket, right, or certain type of clothing, it's acceptable within the Islamic faith. What's not acceptable is when you start to do things that are against the creed of the religion. So, for example, you start to, I'll have to try and come up with something that is commonly done. Sometimes in Africa, they might be doing something like related to blood, and they'll put it on the skin or something like that, right? That wouldn't be
Marking of
acceptable.
the skin.
Sorry?
Marking
of the skin, yeah.
That's
A good one.
prohibited by law of God.
Yeah,
You're not allowed
yeah.
to cut your skin.
Brilliant. Thank you for the example. So the marking of the skin and the self-harm and the damaging your skin, that wouldn't be in line with Islamic faith because we have specific rulings against it. So that's when culture and religion clash, and we would say that's unacceptable. So there's a degree of culture that is acceptable and acceptable with merging with religion, which we say that's fine. But some people don't take that.
The reason I'm asking that question is
Yeah.
my granddad,
Granddad, yeah.
he built his own mosque.
Yeah.
So we have some people, people from different places like Saudi, different parts
Yeah,
of the world,
right.
come there, and when they come there, they came specifically for the mosque,
Okay.
stay there and try to teach. So if I listen to their teachings, if I listen to the African teachings, it's different. Like African one is like they won't, I don't know, they won't get scared of.
They won't get scared.
Yeah, get scared of the word. You know, the word like, it's like trying to put fear in you, like if you do this, this is what you're going to face, like
Yeah.
scare you.
So they don't use as much academic understanding. So they just say, look, fear, as opposed to use your own head.
So they can
Yeah,
say,
I understand that.
if you don't accept Allah, and you die,
Yeah.
in that when you buried, they explain where you're going to be sleeping. The kind of the mat you'll be sleeping on it. The kind of water they'll give it to you to drink. It's like they can say it to you and you'll be sitting there crying like. Then what's the point being created then?
Right. So they're just consistently scaring you. But they're not putting the love of God there, and they're not also putting the academic understanding of why to believe in God and why you should be doing things.
Yeah, it should be like that. It shouldn't be fear.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe that I was being created by God.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be afraid of it. I shouldn't wake up because right now if I have kids, right, I can't let my kids be afraid of me.
Yeah.
They have to like me and come to me.
Yeah.
So if someone standing somewhere and telling them this is what is going to happen between you and your kids, if you don't accept like, oh, they are your father, this is what's going to happen. And they, like, for me, I just like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So from Islamic principles, from what the scholars said, is that you shouldn't be consistently just fearing God, and you shouldn't be consistently just knowing that God is all loving. You should have a mix between both, like the wings of a bird. You should balance it like the wings of a bird. Like you should have the fear of Allah, and you should have the love of Allah. And you should, when at times, you should fear Allah more, and at other times you should love Allah more, and expect the love and the mercy of God. And the reason why is because when you're implementing Islam and thinking about, okay, what am I going to eat right now? And if I just go to a random restaurant and they've got pork and I don't really care, you should fear God because God has commanded something. And you should listen and obey. When it comes to the mercy and the love of God, when you're trying to implement as best as you can, and you cannot because of a certain reason, you should know that God is the most merciful, the most forgiving. So it's about circumstances, it's about understanding that Allah is the Ghafur Rahim. He is the most compassionate, the most merciful, and also He is Shadid al-Iqab. He's the swift in punishment. So He has created the hellfire and He has created heaven, and He's created them both for a reason. He's created us for another purpose as well. And our purpose is to be balanced and follow the way that Allah has created for us. And that's what our life is. And when you see people going too much one direction and too much another, they're not following the middle path.
So for me, I think the moment you love something, it's all about love. The moment you love something, everything comes it's like a full package.
Okay, can I take that example if that's okay? And you mentioned your kids earlier as well, right?
Yeah.
You love your kids, right? You would, let's say, do everything, anything for them.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if they're about to fall somewhere, and then the only way you can save them is by kicking them? Yeah, and then you'll kick them, they'll go to the side. You kick them, you've just hurt them, right? But you've just saved their life.
Yeah, it's better you kick them to save them
Good.
than to lose them.
Now sometimes you have to do something for the bigger picture.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if you love God, and you know this is what God don't like, definitely, it's not going to be, I'm not going to say it's fear, but because of the respect and because of the love, you won't do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you won't do it.
Yeah, I think
So-
one thing that maybe you have an issue with is the implementation of Islam and how they implement it into African countries. I would agree with you, to be fair. I haven't seen much of it, and I know I haven't been exposed to that, but I've seen bits
People
of
even
it.
have the kind of mentality.
I agree with you. I 100% agree.
If you're Muslim and see that if someone is misbehaving and you defend Allah in that thing, and even though you can kill them and Allah is going to grant you in heaven.
Look, we're not going to accept someone disrespecting Islam or the prophets, or I'm not going to accept someone disrespecting Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand and accept it. Yeah. But at the same time, we've got to be kind and merciful in other ways as well. Like if someone's causing issues, we've got to be wise in the way we deal with it. Sometimes if they're attacking us,
So right now,
we deal with it accordingly.
if you see someone coming from that side,
Yeah.
and he's holding a placard with a kind of writing
Yeah.
that you don't like, you don't want to see
Yeah.
on it. First of all, when you see the person coming with that placard, what are you going to do?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because there's only so much you can do within the scope of the country we're living in, what I can do individually. If it's within the realms of free speech as well, to be doing that. If he's got a Nazi sign up, you report him. You shouldn't be doing that,
Yeah.
right? So if he's got something that's anti-religion, you should be reported.
Yeah, so
Deal with it
you see,
accordingly.
the good thing is he needs to be reported, right?
Yeah.
Not to kill him.
No, I didn't say anything like that.
No, he's trying to explain
Yeah,
the
yeah.
extremeness of
Those
some
people
people.
I agree with you.
want to
I
that point.
Yeah, they take
Like,
Islam
the-
too far.
And you can't take it into your own
And
hands.
they make Islam look so bad because a lot of times I always agree with that. Because
Yeah.
I've been around Muslim people, I've been around
Sure.
Moroccans, Afghani, Pakistani, and I know people have such beautiful souls and such beautiful hearts.
Yeah.
I was reading
And they're
something from
Muslim.
Nigeria. Yeah?
And all this, sorry to cut you, all this stuff that's happening
Yeah.
just makes it look like it's the opposite of what the religion is
Oh,
actually
yeah, yeah.
preaching. It's the same thing with Christianity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that happen that's complete like contradictory and hypocritically within even Christianity. And it's sad for the people that who generally are trying to be proper Christians.
And do you know what? You know what's really sad about that is that let's be frank about it. It's the media who are portraying Islam in a wrong way. The people who are doing these actions constitute 0.001%, and they're being highlighted as the majority.
Yes.
The majority of us, we're just getting on with stuff.
Yeah.
We just see us walking in the street.
Yeah.
We see us in the work environment. We see us in the
Honest,
mosque.
hardworking people, very
It's
loving,
hardworking
very
people.
caring, helpful.
Very
yeah.
integrated.
Yes.
We're fine. We're
And
Muslim.
intelligent people, from
Exactly.
what I've experienced myself.
Exactly. That's exactly
It's
it.
really a shame, honestly. It's sad.
It is very,
It's
yeah.
not- well, personally, in my feelings, it's a shame.
It is a shame because they shouldn't have the spotlight.
Yeah.
We should have mainstream Islam as a spotlight. But unfortunately, the media, it's based on different kind of
Governments
guidelines.
have their own
Agenda, exactly. Yeah. But what I'd say is that, look, like, that doesn't represent Islam. Yeah. Like, you're here now, you're seeing what Islam is. We preach Islam in a certain way. We gave you free Quran. We'd invite you to the mosque. You come to our house for dinner if you really want. Like, I'd love to invite you around sometime. You know, this is what Islam is.
Yeah.
Because you're my neighbor, like we live in the same city, for example. You know, you're my neighbor. I'll do, like, if you want me to do a favor, I'll do a favor for you. You know, this is what Islam is. And we're all brothers. We look out for each other as much as possible. That's what Islam is.
That's how it should be. It should be love, but you know they have. If you go back to Africa, yeah, they have something they said. The moment you don't accept or you don't believe in Allah with them, or you're not joining them to be a Muslim,
So
They have a specific name for you. They don't even want you to come closer to them.
yeah, okay. But what you find as well is in them kind of places, you find a direct correlation between the level of education someone has received and the wrong implementation of an ideology.
That's what I'm saying.
You see a direct correlation between them two.
Because if I don't believe it, what's your job? God gave you that job to let me understand.
Yeah.
Try to win me in there.
Yeah,
Don't,
exactly.
don't say it's because I'm challenging you or I'm not accepting it because I'm something else. Questioning it.
Doesn't mean
Something
that
else.
person should be then.
You need to explain more. That's not my business. You
Label
choose a job.
and-
You choose a job that you're going to do the work of God, right? So when you're doing it,
I don't think
you
it's
have
a
to know-
choice.
you
I
have to-
think it's a calling.
Yeah, it's a
Just
calling.
to correct you there.
Yeah, so it's
my
when you are
husband.
Oh, you're both married?
We're
Okay,
married,
okay.
We have kids together.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah, so when you're being called
Yeah,
Yeah.
to do the work of God, right?
Yeah,
That's what you've chosen.
yeah, it's true.
People working in the restaurant, you go there, they chose to work in the restaurant, so they serve you, right? So if you
Well, you put your CV forward, they accept you based on an interview and so on.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like,
yeah, so if I don't understand what you're saying and I don't trust what you're saying, it's not rejected. Try to
Just
draw
lack of
closer.
understanding.
Try to draw closer.
Yeah.
Explain further. Intellectually,
Yeah.
let me understand it.
Yeah.
So, even sometimes I'll be sleeping and I'll be playing at the back of my head.
Yeah.
This is what the guy is saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. Yeah.
Let me think of it twice. It's right, though. He's saying
So,
the truth.
you know in
then
Islam-
you're winning me.
Oh, yes,
money.
exactly. Yeah,
But
yeah.
the moment you push me away, it's like, oh, you don't believe all this.
What you're saying, it reminds me of Noah when he preached to his people for 950 years. And you got Christians believe that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And only a small group of people were
Actually
convinced.
ended up, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
exactly.
the thing about it as well. When it comes to being chosen to do the job that you're doing right now, you can only do it with as much grace that God gives you, and God is the one who speaks through you. Do you know what I mean? He guides you and he leads you. And when in the situation that he's explaining, instead of those people, because going to that scenario, instead of them to reject back the
To
person
be
who's
honest,
not
that's the reason
understanding,
why-
they
that's
should
the reason
actually
why I step
embrace
back.
more with love and understanding and the grace of God. Because
Yeah.
that's how God moves in people, isn't it? True love. Like you say, there should be a fair day out of respect for the boundaries for everything to be leveled. But God ultimately moves in true love. Because he
I
loved
told
us,
you
so he
I
created
told
us.
my granddad built
Isn't it?
the whole
I mean,
world.
that's how I feel.
We say that Allah, He created us. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. He has not created us except to worship Him. That's the reason why He has created us. And now, what is worship? Worship is in many ways. Love of Allah is worship as well. That's the faith. That's the iman. It's also being good to your neighbors, paying charity. You're stopping people from doing
I
bad.
think you can only worship God because you love God. And that love is because he loves
Everyone
you.
has the choice to worship God. Everyone has a choice, and it should be out of many reasons why. But
Yes.
Allah, He's deserved of our worship. But also for who He is as well. He's the all-powerful, the all-seeing, all-hearing. He's the creator of everything that we have. Our faculties, our hearing, our sight, everything.
Everything that we have, we owe it to him. Yes, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? It'll be great to have that study of the Bible and the Quran and see how it goes. And we're here every Sunday and Friday. And you know, the Sheikh Ibn Hazm is very well versed in the Bible as well as the Quran. So I would love for you to come back and have a conversation and go into more detail about it as well.
Okay,
If you have any questions, we
Yeah.
normally pass it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Do you guys have like maybe a YouTube channel or Instagram or something that we can reach out to?
We have a YouTube channel. It's called Salam, SLAM.
Because it's good to have something that if I
100%.
want to have like, you know, kind of reference, I can even be like to my friends, oh, by the way, this is where I got this information from.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
you know, I go by what my spirit tells me.
The spirit. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to have
I
a
like-
conversation about that
oh,
as well.
yes, I'm
Because
very
what is the
spiritual.
spirit? What is that
The
spirit?
spirit of God tells me when someone is good or bad.
I call that my inclination, as in my understanding.
Some people say it's the
It said
intuition or their gut
the
feeling.
spirit of God dwell in us, right?
What does that mean?
Yeah, because we was created the same like Him.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like everyone is like a mini god.
Mini God.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
Very careful with that because that can be blasphemy.
No, it's
Yeah, it could be heresy
Yes.
according to
We
Christianity.
have to be
but-
very
but-
careful
but
because
goodness.
what it is God made Adam through his breath. So
Yeah.
you can say that he is inside of us, but we can't
We
say
created
that
a man
we
by-
are
with
little
his-
gods because
with-
we can't
with
create
his-
what God
with
I
can
would
do.
disagree with that as well.
With his own
Really?
image.
Yeah, because if you blow into something,
No, we
you're not
can't
going
create
into it.
life. No, that's not what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he made us living. Yeah?
I agree,
He
yeah.
made us living. So God is life. That's what I mean. So everything that is existing is because of
is
him.
it true that God
so
created
he is,
human
in
being
a way,
as his
you can
own
say
image?
hypothetically he's in everything.
Oh, we don't
Do
say
you
that at all.
understand?
Yeah,
no, but do you understand my metaphor? what I'm
I
trying to
understand,
say?
but it's where's it coming from? Like you're saying about evidence, where does the evidence come from? Because you're getting evidence.
It's coming from my experience personally.
Experience.
Yes. So
Is
this
experience evidence?
No, it's not.
it's
And
subjective.
it's not fact. It is subjected to opinion.
Yeah.
And it's subjected to experience and perspective. And that's completely
So if
true.
I have a different experience, that would make mine true, even if it's contradictory to yours, even if we're both Christian, for example.
Yes, I would agree
So
to
if it's
that,
contradictory, it's not a sign of truth.
yeah. I guess so. Yeah. But even so, I still believe
That's
God
why
is
in
alive
Islam,
and everything.
we don't use experiences, subjective experiences, to determine the truth. We use hard evidences to say, okay, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was a prophet because he had prophecies, he was taught the Quran, he had miracles, there were many miracles. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong, maybe the internet or something. Yeah.
God will create human a man like his own image. Is it true?
We have a hadith like that, yes. But what does it mean?
So how?
Allahu Alam.
Yeah.
Allahu Alam. We don't know. He created him in his image. The scholars say that he created him with, as in the image of man that was made, there was nothing like it before.
Yeah.
Or it could be something else.
Yeah, and that is.
But then that is left to interpretation.
Create him
then.
in his own image.
Yeah, it's in the Bible as well.
Yeah, but,
So
but we don't take anything from it though. We don't judge, we don't create our creed based on something that's biblically ambiguous.
Okay.
Yeah? We only go on what is clear. God has said he's one. He's one.
Yeah.
There's nothing like him. He is the eternal, the ever living. That's him. He is not inside the universe. He has said that it's clearly. He's not inside the creation. He's above the heavens and earth.
Yeah.
That's what we're very unambiguous.
Yeah, so
Very clear
yeah,
about
so,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
You.
That's what
That's what a bit academic about it, right?
Yeah.
You got him now.
the moment that thing came in your head, yeah.
Yeah.
We create a man in his own image. What do we get out of it?
Oh yeah, but don't think about it too much.
That's
if you don't
That's
know.
exactly what he said.
You don't need to think about it too much.
It shouldn't be in.
What if it's something? What if it's something you'll never understand?
Something like.
But that's what I said to you. That sentence is so open to interpretation.
I know, but look, the scholars in Islam have spoken about it. And look, if I say I've created you in your own image, right?
Yeah.
You in your own image, as in there's nothing like you before.
There's nothing like.
Have you ever seen someone like you?
No.
Well, there we go. You're in your own image.
Yeah.
That's the one understanding.
Yeah. So.
Okay. That's
It's
a
not
good
not
way
in
of
God image.
explaining it.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
that's a good
Yeah,
interpretation.
because he's the first man. He's the first man to have ever existed.
I think it might be the translation.
Yeah, maybe
If
it's a
you-
translation.
Maybe,
as
maybe
well.
it might be the translation because it won't be like that.
You think that sentence doesn't make sense?
God can say, I'm creating a man like my own image, and there's no one like God.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. So another explanation is that in Islam we believe that Allah, he, for example, has a face and he has hands. But how are these hands? We don't know. Because Allah in the Quran, he says, "Laysa kamithlihi shay wa huwa as-sami'ul basir." There is nothing like God, and He is the all-hearing, all hearing, all seeing. So, okay, so why has He said this? So, okay, if you think about a clock, right? A clock has a face, but it's not a face like ours. It has hands that tick, but they're not like ours. It's an example to help you understand that when you label something in the language, it might not be the same as something else that uses the same word.
Right.
So
yeah.
a clock has hands, we have hands. Okay, but my hands don't tick and do that kind of thing, you know? It's not mechanical or whatever. But it's an understanding of something so that we can differentiate and we can have speech, we can understand, and we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
When Allah says He has hands, we just take it as it is. We don't know the specific explanation, right?
Yeah.
We just say it is what it is. That's what he said. Same with this face. Same with many things. No, that's fine. It will load sometime. Basically. So
Have
that's
you
what the
seen it?
understanding is.
Did you see the channel?
It's not loading. That's why I'm being so frustrated because I want to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah.
But it's not loading.
Sometimes the internet. There's a lot of people
Is it
here.
also the network? Some networks
Yeah.
works better in certain
Yeah,
area.
that's right. Yeah.
It's cold. You guys
So-
want to get a nice hot chocolate or something?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, I don't
hot
think.
tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we had a coffee as well. We had a coffee as well. So.
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
Let's go, mate.
And we invite people to Islam as well. We have the open invitation. You can become a Muslim very easily.
just salam.
Is that one?
Islam, yeah, no, not that. SALAM. Yeah, just search that. M.
Just search.
Okay, search. Okay, no, just get to the top then. Type in Dawah afterwards. Space DAW.
Is that
DAWAH. And search that. Okay, yeah, that's the one there.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So we've got loads of different channels. That's the sheikh there. He's just over there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got loads of different channels.
Yeah.
They have conversations with different people.
Can you send it to me?
Should I show you?
You have to subscribe first.
Yeah. No, lovely. We've got our own website. It helps new Muslims.
So there. Yeah. There we go. Show it to me, please.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a very good conversation, and then
It's quite
research it more.
interesting.
Yeah,
It's only
definitely.
bad that it's so cold. The rest
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to think, difficult to talk, stand
Yeah.
around. Yeah, definitely. And when you look at the evidences, inshallah, God willing, you will see that Islam is the truth, and there's one way towards God, and any other religion contradicts. It contradicts itself, and it contradicts Islam, and Islam is the one that is showing the truth.
You read through it. If you have any questions and or doubts, you come here.
I would love to see you
Every
again.
Saturday and Sunday.
Friday and Sunday.
Friday and Sunday.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We're really pleased to meet you. Thank you very much. Take care of
Thank you.
yourself.
Take care.
Take care. Bye. Where is Sam? Okay. That was a good conversation. I thought you might come over.
No, but I really had a
Some of the good stuff.
Good tough, man. Hey!
Don't keep it long like that. And he wanted to leave it for the t-shirt so you get some pounds.
Really good manner, really good.
I think we're gonna end the stream. How it's gonna be done? I don't know.
How many views?
Yeah, mate. You
Oh,
alright?
nice. TikTok, yeah?
Yeah. No, YouTube. Are you Christian, by the way? I'm not. Hey? يلا حبيبي.
That's to tighten it, is it?
Just crap anyway, cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Look at
Is it finished? Yeah. Well, table turned off.
the microphone.
Yeah, just leave it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this back.
was going to be a bit warmer today. The sun was out today.
My back is actually stiff.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Cold doesn't help.
I'm
Makes
like,
it worse.
you know, when you're stiff, that's how I feel. I feel really stiff.
I feel like this is stuck as well.
Check, check, coming within a 3/4 like shirt and a t-shirt and a vest underneath. Yeah, check. Make sure you do that right. No jacket, let's big.
I'm gonna go drop the stuff off. You guys can go?
Wait, Sam. Near, you know, Edinburgh Road, near close to Speaks Corner.
I've had them back. It's jumping all over.
Okay, get on with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. But
Give me that barcode.
honestly, bear with me because I'm really busy. I've got a lot of things going on.
You don't need to pay designer. Tell me.
I'll try. If it's good, okay. Just look at it.
Take another one.
Hey, give me one. Give me one. Give me some cigarettes.
Good, we'll go.
It's old smoke.
Oh my, did you have loads? Oh my
Pack
days.
for a pound.
Hey, smoke.
It's so nostalgic.
My back is fully out. You'll put a solo.
Honestly. Feel for like 2000. It's so nostalgic.
You'll put a nostalgia.
Honestly. It's a very like distinct taste. It's nostalgic.
See you guys.
I was waiting for Sam. It's lovely. Wow, they can slow.
Bad habit, man.
It was so good.
I remember you should make it 14.
Assalamu alaikum. See you, inshallah.
We need to close the stream, inshallah.
About Hussein. Okay, inshallah. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Major. Major. Go. I can stop.
Oh my god.